Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Showmanship Cup. My name is Martini, and I have Aiden with me today. How are you doing today, Aiden?
Good, man. How about you? Casting some awesome Orion drift right now.
Yeah, I'm
Or
excited.
about to be, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm excited to see what's going on here. This is probably one of the more unique casts I think I've done, where the tournament has a whole judge panel and the ranking of a round going on here. So just as a quick reminder for everyone tuning in today, it'll be a little different than some of the other tournaments that we've seen. Every game will be a best of three, 5 minutes for the game, 1 minute, potentially for those overtime buffers. But we'll be having judges in between each round, basically to judge who did well that round. And basically that is how they're gonna win each game. It'll be very unique to see what is going on. And potentially, I think we might get some post game interviews here if we're coming in. We have time for that. But we have a good, let's see,
Oh, I hope so.
yeah, 7 games coming in, so it'll be very unique to see what's going on. But I mean, what do you expect to see today, Aiden?
Um, well, for one passing, there's gonna be a lot of that. Passing is the name of the game here. The Ryan Drift Passers Club, they're all about passing. Their whole thing is 3 passes before a goal can be made by their team, and that's including any takeaways or anything like that that happens. So, yeah, there's a lot that happens in the Passers Club, but mainly passing. This tournament is, I think, going to be one to watch because passing in Orion Drift can be very hectic at times. As I'm sure you know, the fast-paced gameplay. Sorry, I'm getting a tongue twister right now. It's up there. So that passing is really going to be something that I'm going to say a lot of teams kind of struggle with because of the just pure fast pace of it. But I think the first game has already started. Is what
Okay,
it looks like.
are they not on the back four?
I do not think so.
Awesome, love that. So we won't have any overlays. We'll just push on and try our best. We'll pull this in real quick here. Let me pull this in. Sorry about the sorry about that, y'all. We got some little bit of miscommunication going on between us and what's going on in the back here. Anyways, looks like we are gonna be having these teams. It's gonna be IV, I believe, versus Pinches. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Pinches is going to be on. I'm sure you know the team that IVI is on.
Ivy is blue. We got Pinches on pink. And Brick, if you're in here, please tell them to play on the back 4 arenas. I would love that because then the overlay information can actually pull it. For some reason, the first 2 arenas are not functioning for this script. But hey, we'll persevere as it looks like Ivy trying to move forward on the Pinches, but they do miss a handle on that first ball there.
Yeah, so it goes into the hands of that is going to be IV with it right now. Slip is going to take it down, going for a pass over to Nugs. The stop, though, from Jace. Nadash is going to walk that one around now, go for a nice little pass over back to the middle. Yuki's now going to have a hand on it, going for another pass over to Nugs. Nugs is going to wrap that one around. NPC John with the intercept, trying to take that one all the way down. It does fly right back into the hands of Ivy, though. Killers trying to fight hard for it. But Nugs gets possession, going for a pass to Nah. Getting intercepted by Jace. Jace back over to Killers. So yeah, so far we are seeing a lot of attempted passes from teams. The one thing with this much passing, though, it's really easy to get those intercepts set up because you're just trying to pass as much as possible. So here we have Yuki now, trying to pick that one up over to the right side. Ooh, the steal from Killers. Now moving it down the line, Nugs once again with the intercept. And gonna look for a pass across the field, I'm guessing. And there it is.
Yeah, Dash coming in off the top, goes for the pass over to Slip. Slip goes over to Nugs. Nugs goes for the shot. Doesn't work out. Killers reads it. And, to your point, when you have this many passing options and you're kind of forced to do all of these passes, it gets a little complicated. Slip almost going to get in there, but does get picked up again by the goalie in the end. Azanium trying to move it down the arena, try to set up something. Only one goal has been scored here right now. Looks like from IV. 20 seconds left on the clock. We're going to have to see something come out from Pinches. Otherwise, Ivy, I know we say it's not about the score, but at the same time, if you've never scored, can you get cool points?
No. Oh, there it is. Another point for IV. And yeah, it looks like Pinches from the trenches is going to be down by 2 points as this first round does come to a close. They're going to try and get a point on the board though. Oh, looks like it falls right to the floor. So the first round is going to go to IVI. Obviously, we do have a panel of judges to look at this and kind of tell us who actually won in terms of passing. But yeah, I guess we're going to see, Martini. You made a good point though. You can't really have good brownie points without some scores on the board.
You're right.
Can
That's
you?
what I'm wondering, right? Can you have a good judge scoring if you haven't scored, right? So part of me wants to say this is going to go the way of Ivy. That is to say, what if there was some crazy cool defensive plays coming out from Pinches, from the trench? That's such a long name. But yeah, did we get scores for that first one at all from the judges?
It was two. Oh, sorry, judges. I think we're still waiting on them. But we're going
on to round two, yeah.
Round two.
We'll move on. We'll get the scores at the end of the game. Who cares? We'll figure it out later, right?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Or maybe they do it like the game, all of the game. I don't know how they do it.
Maybe
they should let us know. Anyways, it's okay. It's moving into the second round now.
As we do come up into the second round, Ivy already got a hand on it. Not surprising. Did they restart the game? Yeah, they are restarting the game. All right, looks like they're going to go maybe round by round. So we'll see what the judges decide to do for that previous round there, Aiden. But I mean, what did we see, right? We saw Ivy do such a good job in that first one, and I'm not shocked. They're a team that has that pedigree, that a big and name recognition there, versus Pinches, definitely one of those teams that's going to try to showcase themselves and really stand out, right?
Yep. No, I definitely agree. And I mean, I don't know any of the players from Pinches. And that's not something that happens. I played this game a lot, guys. And I don't know any of these players. So it is a little strange. But hey, they did do a pretty good job against IVI. They kept up with those passes pretty well. And I mean, all things considered, they didn't do too bad against a powerhouse team like IVI. You know, they competed on the absolute top of the top professional stage. They competed with MoCon just last month. So, yeah, doing really well so far against IVI, in my opinion at least. But there's more game to come, so we're not done yet.
Definitely more game to come. We'll see what goes on, though. I know the judges are definitely taking their time with this, so please let us know soon whenever you figure out the scores. We'll be just hanging out in the chat. I mean, how you doing today? And what are you looking forward to for the weekend?
I'm chilling out, man. I'm gonna go to Disneyland on Monday with my girlfriend.
We're going to Disneyland? Okay.
To Disneyland, yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
Looking forward to that. But I have work tonight, so I'm not looking as forward to that. But it's
man,
fun.
hey, at least you got a good cast in before you go on to work. That's the way to start the day,
exactly.
right?
Exactly. That is a good way to start the day. And that's probably how my days are going to be for this upcoming VRML season.
That is
cast
rough.
work. Cast work repeat.
Yeah, I know we're being a little brutal, I think, for this upcoming season. Not brutal, but we're actually putting in requirements finally for casters. Like, you got to put in
It should be
a certain
like
amount.
that.
Well, yeah, I know.
Like
I know it's always should have been like that. It's just, for me, it feels weird to have to tell all the casters hey, we're doing this now, because everyone's they're used to being active no matter what. But it's different when someone has to say, hey, you have to cast this season. And I know that sounds insane as an official league caster, but I guess we've never said that. So this is gonna be the first time we're actually letting people know, hey, you're gonna be a league caster, you gotta be in it for the game, do it for the love of the game, put your blood, sweat, and tears, at least for a couple casts every couple of weeks. And you get to call yourself a caster. And honestly, I think it's not even easy to start with. I've always said being a caster is kind of you're part of a small group of people. There's I know a lot of the esports cast, VR esports casters, there's 40, 50 of us, max, right? It's hard to be one just because it takes a lot of time. It's a lot of time. You do it for the love of the game, and to do it consistently for a long time is hard too. I know people that try it out for a season or two, and they're like, this is a lot of work. And I get it. It is. It's a lot of free labor. But hey, you get so much.
You find
time.
what you love, though.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
And
you do.
the coaches are top of the arena, by the way, if you want to get a view of them looking over everything.
Coaches. They are coaches for these.
Or, sorry, coaches, judges. My bad. I've been playing too much rookies.
Yeah, I
They're just
don't
kinda
have
hanging out
VoIP
up
on,
there.
so we'll let them have the privacy, and decide how to start this. Waiting for the judges. So yeah, sorry y'all, it's taking a minute. We gotta wait for the judges to deliberate. I hope they do learn to deliberate really fast, because I don't want us to be dealing with this kind of stuff as we go forward. But hey, let's see. Is all these 4 here? So it's Kotetsa, Boz, Rocks, Titan, and Brick Rage.
I'm not entirely sure if Brick Rage is one of the judges, but I know for sure the other ones are.
Yeah, I mean, these are names, I don't know about you, but I've seen them throughout the community. So it's really cool to see people involved.
And
be a part of
is
this.
also apparently a judge. I'm looking at the list of judges right now.
No way. Okay, we got Ender too.
So,
Yeah, I'm seeing a
Kotetsa
lot
and
of names that
Rocks.
I recognize. Shout out to T-Lud. Love T-Lud. What is it? Like T-Lud for community manager or something like that.
That is a community manager.
Oh, I thought that was a joke that she wasn't.
No,
Dang.
Tila's a clubhouse community manager, so
I love. Oh
I
yeah.
clubhouses. I hang out in there a lot. I am one of their moderators. I do a lot in there. That's one thing I really like about Orion Drift 2 is you have all these different communities that come together and they play this one game. You have the clubhouse fleet, the rookie fleets, the competitive fleets, so many different people, but they all have one thing in common: is they love Orion Drift.
They do. I mean, Orion Drift, if you think about it, like, it's kind of crazy how big the community is, considering the fact that we're still in early access. This isn't, we're not on release. We're not, like, I don't even know we're remotely close to it, but we're still in early access, and yet we have so much community built around this already. We're seeing so many different cups, coming up here and there. I was just on one, like, last weekend, right? And we got BRML seasons coming up pretty soon, and there's so many things happening. And again, we're still in early access, which is kind of the insanity to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
there is something in the judge chat, and they
Awesome.
could be scores.
Do you have it? Please tell me.
IVI 29, passers 19. I'm guessing they had 19
29?
passes total.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what their scores really mean. I'm gonna be honest.
Is
but
that
we're
the
gonna
score?
see.
Is that 29 to 19?
I have no idea. Because it's IVI, and then the second category is passers, not pinches. So I don't know if that's just Kotetsa not being able to spell or something else.
Yeah. All right. Judges, let us know in the chat, what the score is. We are eagerly waiting your answer. We want to hear what's going on. We want to see what is going on. And we want to see what's going on, behind the minds of these.
Okay. These are not the scores.
They're not. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Just
we have a
stats.
Okay. That is the judge's score. And yes, Kotetsa can't spell.
Oh, 29 to, you said 18, 19?
19.
19 for
So I
Ivy.
think that means Ivy gets that first gets the first game.
Love that. Okay, Ivy and pinches. Ivy gets game 1 for. Do they have explanations for scores, or that's just the score and that's it?
It's just scores.
Awesome. 29. I don't know the
I
scoring
think
system.
I think it's total passes.
That's it.
Total
So I
complete
just
passes.
pass back and forth. That's good enough.
I guess so, right? I don't really know how this works, but it's okay. We're gonna figure it out.
Love it. Let's move forward into round 2. Round 2. It took a minute there. Let's hope we're a little. We gotta pick up the pace, y'all. We gotta pick up the pace. As we come into this upcoming round, Ivy already with a hand on it from Nugs. Nugs playing off of, apparently I heard this isn't called shoulders anymore, it's called claw.
Well, it's not shoulder anymore since when?
That's what I was told. I was playing in some 4v4 comp servers before, like yesterday, and I was like, oh, what are all the geos called? Are they still the same thing? Someone said it's called claw instead of shoulder, and I was like, that's interesting. I mean, you said like, you know, just the back corners being called shoulders.
Oh, Ivy's bringing out some crazy looking passes right now, and they're still going for more. That little backhand. Well, normally you would totally go for that shot in VRML. You totally would just take that shot. It's an open goal right there. But no, they went for the pass instead. Passes are points in this, and I'm totally big for judging. So we'll go into that at the end of this round.
Yeah, I know apparently there's a lot of categories for how they get judged on their scoring system and everything. So I'm curious to see all the logic that goes into it behind the judges. As a slip going in for the deep pass for the Nadash. Nadash looking for another opportunity. And I guess the name of the game really is maximizing the amount of passes you can make, you know, in a goal scoring attempt. Do they get extra points for goals though, is my question.
I'm not entirely sure. I think the rubric will answer our question, so we'll go into that, like, I'm gonna say after this round, because it does take a while to score everything, so that's probably a good time to get into it. But there we go. IVI does get their first goal of the game with some awesome passing. I'm gonna say IVI is really being offensive heavy right now. Pinches from the trenches, they haven't really been able to get any goals so far. It's just been kind of being pushed into a corner. As I say that, a very, very aggressive push from Xiaomi, I think that is.
Yeah, as that goes deep into Nadash. Nadash sending it over to Yuki. Yuki sending it back to Nadash. Goes for the behind the back shot. I mean, if someone goes for some showmanship, that is definitely the name of the cup and name of the game here. As IV now 2 points in. I got to say, I think they get better. They do get style points for that.
They do get style points for that. I totally agree. That was a very nice backhand shot. And IVI, once again, they are back on the offense, going for a pass over to the middle, slip over to Na to Yuki. Yuki over to Nugs. Nugs does not pick it up right away, but will recover it. It's going to hang around for just a second. Going to be in the hands of Slip. Slip's going to be in the middle. Go for another pass over.
As it does get sent back into the hands of Nadash, playing off a claw apparently here. Sends it deep over to Yuki. Yuki going for another pass again. Connects. Nugs trying to finish it. Doesn't quite work out in the end. Nadash trying to get some semblance of a shot in, but it doesn't work. It's cleared out here as it gets sent back into the hands of IV. As Yuki able to recover that for the time being.
Yeah. It does get recovered by Nugs here, trying to find more passes to kind of take. I'm noticing Pinches, they're kind of just trying to find the midpoint of Ivy's passes. Maybe they've become a little bit, I don't want to say predictable, but we get another score there from IVI. So the score is now 3-0, but Pinches is starting to stop those passes just a little more.
Yeah, as Nugs goes in deep into Nadash. Another connection is Slip, but it's a wide open goal, and Ivy is now just rolling in the points of this point going forward. I'm wondering what can pitchers do at this point. I know we say points is not the name of the game, but when we see Ivy doing some behind the back shots, what do you do about that? How do you get better points than that?
I don't know, but we have like. I'm curious to see like how points actually affect the gameplay in this case. Like how many points are actual points? I think we're gonna find out. But still, IVI is just absolutely killing it right now.
Yeah, they're doing such a good job going back and forth. Looks like Pinches might have an actual nope. Doesn't quite work out. That defense from Ivy is just a little too good. Too good as it gets sent back and forth there for a shot in. And Ivy, of course, scores another one on the board.
Yeah, as it gets moved forward now once again by Pinches. Intercept by IVI. Nah, over to Nugs and a pickup from Jace. Jace is going to go for a long clear or maybe a pass to NPC John. But Ivy is going to try and finish this one off with just one more goal. As it's a pass from Slip over to Yuki, back to Nugs, back to Slip, back to Nugs again. What a shot to finish off the round.
Ivy doing what Ivy does the best. I mean, you know, I think I just made a little thing that they are technically, I think, one of the top 2 teams right now with the amount of titles and finalists, you know, levels they've been playing against Ignite, right? So they're one of those top tier teams. Anyways, looks like we're gonna have some time in between these rounds. If you want to go through the rubric, Aiden, let the viewers and the folks know in the chat, what are these judges looking at?
Alrighty, guys. So far, what I'm looking at, we have 4 categories: creativity, team coordination, effectiveness, and mechanics. And there is a 1 to 10 scale going from outstanding, that's 10 to 8, good 7 to 5, moderate 4 to 2, bad 1 to 0. And I mean, you're basically gonna, let's say creativity wise. IVI had that really cool backhand shot. That was very good team coordination and very good creativity on their part, and it was very effective. So, in my opinion, that would get a 7 total.
Wow. Okay, we got Aiden the judge here in the chat. You know what? Why don't you just tell us who you think won?
I think IVI is gonna win that one.
So, is this a true best of 3? I know they said 3 rounds. I forgot.
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, well, we'll see, because if that's 2 in a row for Ivy, then we'll be done actually for this series, because Ivy's already won round 1. Now they're going into round 2. We'll see if they do all 3. I'm kind of curious if they do.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. But there's still plenty to judge for the judges, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we'll see
But
as they take time. I mean, what's
kind
up?
of interesting.
What's up?
I don't know. I just think the rubric is kind of interesting.
Definitely is. Definitely is. But hey, it's one of those, you know, they're going for a unique best of 3 based on judges' score. Thank you, T-Lud. Man, I love seeing T-Lud in chat. Thanks, T-Lud, for that. Appreciate it. Okay, yeah, best of 3. So if Ivy gets it, they win this series, right? So they win the series. We'll be going on to the next set of matches. And do we have, who is that? It's going to be Connect and The Truth coming up for the next match. So it'll be fun to see that, you know, as we go forward here.
And we will have overlays for this next one.
Yes, yes, please.
Is what
if you're in game and you're watching, please tell them play on the back 4. I know that sounds like such a random requirement, but unfortunately, it's the beta script that I have, and it makes my life easier. Honestly, I hate to be a little baby about it, but it does make my life easier.
We have scores.
Yeah, I think anyone. Oh wait, did they win?
We have scores. Yes, IVI 37, Pinchers 9.
37. Oh my god.
37.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they did lock in for sure on that last game, so it looked really good.
And Kotetsa spelled it right this time. Good job, Kotetsa.
Man, okay.
So
yeah. What's up?
I believe that is the round going to IVI, and it looks like we are moving to the back arenas. Yay for you.
I love that. Love that. So we'll be going to the back arena. Awesome. As we go into the next upcoming match. And who is that?
Brick is playing in this one. So this one is going to be The Truth and I love names.
The Truth and Connect.
The Truth and Connect. Yes.
The Truth.
The Truth is going to be in blue. Connect is going to be in pink.
Awesome. Hopefully my stuff is working today. I've had some of my overlays not work, which is, you know, it's beta script, right? Doesn't always
yeah
you want it to. Let me see if I can pull my stuff in now.
All right, well, he figures that out. I'll yap a little bit. So we have some very familiar faces going on here. We have Ooh La La Ooh, one of my absolute favorite names, I'm gonna say, over on that is gonna be Brick's team. So that is Connect. Or sorry, no, that's the Truth. And then you have over on Connect, you got Brick Rage, obviously one of the creators of this event. You got CD, another very familiar face. And there's a lot of other players that I also recognize, like Monster Dash and Boo. So, yeah, lots of familiar faces here. Lots of very well known passers as well. CD and I'm going to say Ooh La La Ooh specifically. I've seen them pass quite a bit during the VRML cups that we had going on a few months earlier. So this should be an interesting one, and we are going to get into it, I believe, at 40.
Right at the 40 mark. Awesome. All right, we got the overlays on the board. Hopefully they look looking good for everyone in the chat there. It's me Connect, I believe, in pink, and the Truth on the blue side as we go into this upcoming game. Again, I know it doesn't matter necessarily for the score, but I like seeing the score. You know, I like seeing what's going on from
I like seeing the
these
score
players,
too.
right? Yeah.
Makes me happy.
Awesome.
Alright.
Let's see what the chat says though. My money is on Connect. Okay, we see some love. We see some love in the Connect side. I don't know. I gotta see who's cooking on both sides, right, before we make any judgments yet. I will say we are in the first set of matches, right? So we'll have to see how it does progress forward. Obviously, as we go forward, I think it'll get more competitive and more interesting with some of the passing and shots made, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, as those, I'm I'm gonna say lesser skilled teams, but I don't mean it in a bad way. As those lesser skilled teams do kind of go down, in those high skilled teams that are just a little bit more coordinated, uh, they start to shine through, and that gameplay is just peak gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't know both of these teams, so this would be the first for me. So I'm curious to see how they play.
I know about two people on each team, but that's about all I know.
Ah, ah.
Never seen them play before.
Let's see, Connect. Brick. Oh, Brick's in this one. Okay, Monster Dash. I've seen. Yeah, I actually don't know these players, so this will be fun. I actually don't know a lot of these teams. I just know Ivy and Vicious. But I only know the competitive teams, I guess. Now that I think about it. Huh.
We haven't really done anything else now, have we?
No, not really.
It's more just the competitive scene. These cups are, I'm gonna say they're a nice change of pace. It's definitely interesting seeing the different rulings and not being just about scoring.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's not about scoring, but it's to me, it's like the creativity of scoring, right? That's how you get more points.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's one of those, you
The
don't need a
creativity, your
score, but you kind
effectiveness
of
as a
need a
team.
score to be creative, right?
Yes. I totally
Right?
agree.
Oh, because it's kind of hard to be creative if you never score, you know. I know we're all talking about, you know, does it matter this way or not? Yeah. Yep. All right. We're about to start pretty soon here. Honestly, I mean, we could have started sooner. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, these teams are getting ready. They're getting ready, right?
They are indeed, and they like to build suspense on the subject. So, in the end, it's okay. I guess we will see what happens here. But, yeah, we are gonna get started very, very soon. And I think Victoria is going to be running this one since Brick is in the back line.
Yeah.
In game.
That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense. A little hard to run it while playing in the middle of the game, right?
Yep. But I don't know. What I want your opinion. What do you think about this? The whole idea of passing is basically the only thing that matters.
In general or for this cup specifically? Because it is
For
gonna be
this
different.
specifically.
I get that it helps, but it's also, you know, if you, as we saw, if you only pass, you don't really get any creative stuff from that, right? You got it. I think the creativity comes where you're trying to work around defenders. You got to get creative with your shots in terms of passing to then make shots, right? So that's kind of the end game at all points. So I don't want to say passes are everything, but passes matter, right? They allow you to make those creative points, but you got to make those shots at the end of the day, right?
Yes, I definitely agree with you there. As we get the first round started, it's a big start from Connect there. Oh my god, that is a very cool overlay. Sorry. Admiring it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. This is the beta overlay from Denson. Shout out to Denson. Love Denson. Has done so much for the esports community. He probably does not know his impact. I mean, I know he knows some level, but he doesn't know his full impact. But the whole casting script and everything is built on his labor. So shout out to Denson and letting me have a little bit of a taste of the beta script, because it makes my life a lot easier.
Makes everyone's life easier, let's be honest. All right, Ulala Ooh going for a pass to Monster Dash. Just missing the mark by a little bit. It's going to be Shake and CD picking that one up for Team Connect. They're going to move that one forward. Shake the disc is going to move that forward to the right side. And, well, it looks like it's going to be picked up by Boo once again.
Yeah, as Boo moving forward to Monster Dash, back to FUD, tries to take the top shot, doesn't work. Lalo tried to finish it off, but it doesn't work out in the end. We have the double stack coming forward here as a Shake the Dice, trying to look for a potential passing option. Plays off of the sides, goes for the deep pass, and Nabi sends it back to their other teammate. They're there to receive it. Brick coming in for another pass over the Shake, backs to Brick, and it gets tackled.
Yeah, my Echo Brain came into play there, and I said, shake the disc, like an Echo disc.
Right.
There it is. Great job, Aiden. All right, it's going to be picked up now by Shake the Dice. Not to be confused with Shake the Disc. That is a completely different player. It's picked up now, once again, sent over. CD back to Brick. Brick going for the shot. Just stopped by Ulala Ooh with the tackle. It gets moved over to the left side now, and it's going to be picked up by Boo. Shake the Dice on the back line, though, able to recover that as it goes into Boo's hand. Going for a pass. CD with the steal.
CD sending it over to Shake. Shake trying to go for another pass, but gets tackled by those defenders. There's too many defenders in their face. They got to do something about it as Monster Dash tries to move it forward, but gets picked up by the attacker there as Nabi trying to send it deep in for their teammate Brick, somehow getting their hand on it and trying to keep it on. And that's for their teammates for the time and being. Nabi able to connect. It goes for the reset, sends it back forward. No, it actually gets picked up, and it goes. It's an all-out mayhem in terms of possession right now, as both teams are just having so much turnover. No one's really able to maintain possession and go for some crazy passes right now.
I feel like the judging on this one is going to be a lot longer. There's a lot more going on. Lots of back and forth plays. So I think that's something that the judges really got to look forward to, is when you have these back and forth plays. One thing I'm also confused about, when you score, is that the only reason you get points for it, or is there... Well, no, because the last team didn't get any scores at all, and they still got points, so... I don't know. Anyways, picked up once again by Fruit. Fruit's going to pass that one forward to Monster Dash. Monster Dash going to go for a back pass back to Fruit. Fruit going for a pass over to Boo. To Ulala Ooh. Ulala Ooh going to put it in for a 1-point lead now.
Yeah, that was a very interesting shot in the end. A little, I think a little lackluster, but it got in. Sometimes that's all that matters, if they can make those shots. It still worked out in the end as Nabi sends it back for another pass there from Cole. And it doesn't quite connect. Or is that CD? It looks like Cole to me. I think it's CD, actually.
Cole's here. Oh, God.
Hey, I mean, shout out to that EU team. They're good.
They are. I definitely agree. As we do get another intercept from Boo there. Another intercept once again from Nabi. Nabi is going to have that one down low, back over to Boo. Very big intercepts right now.
Good intercepts indeed, as it looks like Boo able to get it past those defenders, but it gets picked up by that interception in the end as Ulala able to get that turnover again. Sends over to Monster Dash, tries to send back pass, doesn't work, as Nabi able to read that one and send it out for the time being. We got 20 seconds on the clock. This is the time to stand out and do something interesting from either team. This is their last attempt, as a Boo coming in for the last attempt on it. This shot sends it over to the Monster Dash, sends it back. Tries to go for the shot, doesn't work.
Oh.
That was a beautiful attempt though around the back. It was a huge swing.
I respect the attempt. It was very nice to see. As it looks like Connect is gonna try and make a move there, but ooh la la, ooh, picking that one up over to the right side. It's Monster Dash back to ooh la la, ooh, trying to bring it in. It goes high. Oh no, Boo is gonna recover. Getting a little wall carve going on. A pass back to Monster, and it's still going. We are not over yet. Oh, there it is at the floor. Oh, Boo.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting to say the least. I mean, Truth coming out of this 1 point in hand, Connect 0, but dare I say, it looked close. It still looked close in terms of, we'll see what the judges say, because both teams had really good passing play back and forth. I gotta say though, the Truth, they had a really crazy one. I think it was Ulala or someone did like an around the back attempt on the shot, and it looked so good.
Yeah, that was Ulala.
Yeah, that was good.
I agree. It looked phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, they got so much speed on it too. I was kind of shocked that they got so much speed on that around the back attempt on the shot. So we'll see what the judges have to say about this game. I think you're right, Aiden. I can see this being a little bit closer than some of the other matches, that we had just seen.
Yeah, as the judges are thinking, and I was stretching, we are just gonna wait here for a few minutes and talk about the world and Orion Drift.
Yeah,
I guess.
Were you able to hop in? Did you get to see what was going on with the 4v4 weekend? I think they had a whole like 4v4 public weekend. I didn't get to hop in the public servers, unfortunately, but I saw it. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Yeah,
no, I got to hang out for a little bit. It was awesome. There was a lot of engagement with the community, which I absolutely did love to see. We actually got reached out to, and by we, I mean the Community Fleets mod team.
Dope.
All of our moderators kind of helped out with the event, so that was really cool. Other Axiom kind of just reached out and was like, "Hey, you want to help us moderate our event?" And we were like, "Sure," and gave him a bunch of names. So yeah, that was awesome, and it's good to see that our moderators can be included in things like that. In my opinion, I know you're not really oriented in the community fleets as much as I am, Martini, but it was a cool thing to see.
Yeah, I'm heavy in the esports side of stuff. I'm definitely heavy on the esports side, but hey, I love the game. Like, I love the game, I love the community, so I respect everyone and what they're doing on. I'm already too busy. I got a lot on my plate. I'm doing all this stuff on top of, like, you know, still
that right?
making content and stuff. Yeah, man. It's busy.
We have scores.
We do.
Yes, we do. Connect 25, Truth 27. Ooh, really close.
Connect 25, Truth 27. Awesome. Truth is up.
That's the first one going to Truth.
Truth. Yeah, I think I saw people in the chat. There's a lot of people in the chat like, Connect's got this, Connect's got this. And then I think after the game was like, Connect was cooked. And I was like, oh. I was like, what happened to all the confidence in your team? You know, you gotta believe in the team, right? You gotta ride or die for them.
Yeah. Hey, that was like really close, within 2 points. That's just a little crazy, in my opinion.
Yeah, 25-27. You know what did it? That around the back attempt shot from Ulala. You know that was the 2 points. That was 2 points.
Push him over.
Just on
Push him over. Just 2 points.
Yeah, that was it. That's all they needed. Just do crazy stuff like that. And I feel like, you know, that's kind of interesting to have the cup be focused on making it make the most interesting play. That's hard, like, because I feel like some of the most interesting plays kind of develop naturally, right? You're trying to be creative around tough defenders, so you have to have some cool shots going on. And to tell a team to do it on purpose is different.
That is true. I mean, when you look at it too, a lot of Oh, I think I'm lagging out.
All right. I mean, yeah, it's definitely interesting to see these teams having to be creative on purpose. I know it's very unique, and sometimes I feel like when you tell someone to do it, it kind of throws them off. So we'll see. We'll see when we get started. I mean, we have the points. We could. I'm waiting for them to hop in.
Sorry about that. My game just started like absolutely lagging out. Like it was not buttery smooth. It was very rough. But yeah, I don't see why not. We should be able to start pretty soon. Hopefully.
And
hey,
we
there it
are.
is.
I was like, we have the points. Let's go. All right, here we come. Second round, Truth and Connect. Truth 1 up right now. They're leading right now in this series.
Yeah, they are, and I guess we'll see how the cookies are going to crumble in this case. Will they get that second round? Will they just take it, or will our wonderful opposing team Connect be able to come back? Let's see. As Monster Dash is just going to kind of take their time with it right now, hanging out on the Halo area as it does get picked up by Boo. Truth is leading with a dominant possession of the ball at the moment as we get a pass to Ooh, going for a backhanded pass. Wow, over to Monster Dash, almost getting it, just not quite. I love the the backhanded stuff that they're doing. It's so nice to see.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that develop a lot more in, I don't want to say the meta, but I've seen it develop a lot more in like top tier players. They really utilize that backhand pretty consistently. And I'm gonna be honest, every time I see someone do it, I'm like, that looks so cool. Like I tried doing it in game and I'm like, oh, this is harder than it looks because they make it look so easy.
Yeah, because they do it a lot, and when you have that practice, anything's easy. But yeah, they do a lot better than I think either of us can, and that's what matters.
I mean, yeah, they play the game like every day is a beautiful assist there. Gets in from a CD though. Connect with finally a point on the board. I don't think they got a point right in the last round.
They did not. It was 1-0 on the side of Truth. So yeah, they got their first point. Good on them.
First point as Nabi sends it over to Shake. Shake looking for a potential passing option. Going off the ceiling. Carve. And they're going to be playing with their teammates. They see Brick. Brick right there for the follow-up. Sends it back, but gets picked up by those defenders as CD trying to keep that possession in the play. But, man, I mean, this is what we were talking about earlier, right? They're close, honestly, in terms of performance, too. They're both back and forth. The turnover is consistent. It's hard to maintain possession between these two teams.
Yeah, it really is. There's a lot of turnovers. I mean, you can't really just keep control of the ball when you're passing as much as you are, especially in this cup, I feel like. Because those passes, there's always going to be openings, especially with the length of them. There's always opening in your passes that teams can just absolutely manipulate to their advantage. And we're seeing a lot of that. So it's getting moved forward once again here by Team Connect. They are recovering and pushing it forward. Looks like it will be another intercept, and no one's going to have a hand on it, but it will be in the hands of the Truth now. So the Truth is going to have this one, and another reset from Connect. So yeah, once again, very back and forth.
Yeah, it's really hard right now for these two teams to maintain possession as they keep moving it forward. Not be able to connect on that pass. This is a beautiful long pass as Nabi goes in for that last connection to Shake, but it doesn't quite work out. A little bit of miscommunication on that pass. Shake able to read the interception. I mean, look at these teams back and forth. And you're right. When there's so many passing options, there's so many intercepting opportunities from either team. It's kind of complicated, right? How do you make sure you have consistent passes that connect all the time? And that's one of the challenges, I think, going forward.
I think the two coexist very well.
What's up?
I think the two coexist very well. Passes and intercepts. They do not overpower each other, but they also can overpower each other. So it's 50-50 bet there. As it does get pushed forward by, I believe that was Boo. It gets recovered here by Shake for just a moment. before Boot takes it away once again. And just absolutely hits that up. Shake the dice once again with it, moving it down, trying to find a pass to Brick Rage, but not able to recover that one as it goes back into the hands of Truth.
Almost connects to Ooh La La, but Fut able to go for another interception. Both teams are going back and forth. 30 seconds on the clock. The time is counting down. We gotta see the Truth try to do some interesting plays here. Otherwise, I think I've only seen interesting plays from Connect, so I would not be shocked if they won out this round. But again, I think it'd be as close as it was the first round, as that doesn't work out and doesn't connect in the end, as Connect might be trying to connect some more passes in the last 15 seconds here.
Yeah, they are trying to find more passes, trying to connect those shots, those passes, trying to connect it all. As it goes back over to CD. CD to Shake, and the shot. 2 points on the board. Connect. Just able to get that in last second, and that is going to be the second round. But let's see. Let's see what the judges say about that one, as I think we are going to have to wait a few minutes, but I don't think it'll be too long.
Yeah, I mean, Connect getting 2 goals in that current round. We saw some good connection plays. I think that last one was a great one. A lot of back and forth, and it worked out in the end. I mean, the Truth won the last one by 2 points. I wouldn't be shocked if Connect got the second one, but then the problem comes, we're going to a round 3 tiebreaker. Who do we think is going to be the one that potentially wins this one out if Connect wins this round?
It's a good question, because my thing is I don't want to be biased here, like, whatsoever. But that last round performance, I have to say, I saw a lot of fancy tricks from the Truth, but not a lot of results. And then we go over to Connect. They didn't have the ball pressure, the possession that Truth did, but their plays mattered a lot more. They were able to get points on the board. Their passes, I think, in my opinion, they went somewhere. And that's something you have to look at, because what is passing without scoring? So I'm curious to see what the judges say. I'm curious to see how this round played out, but only time will tell.
Yeah, we'll see. To your point, they got results. I wouldn't be shocked if Connect got it. I mean, I know people in the chat are like, you know what? Connect's going to lock it for round 2 and 3. I want to see if they can do that. It'd be fun to see if it can actually come to fruition. So I'm excited. I hope the judges vote for Connect. If they don't, I will quit.
This is
it. I'm done. I don't agree with the judges. I'm kidding. But
Caster overruled.
Caster overruled. I say Connect win. I'm just kidding. We're obviously gonna go with the way of the judges, but if I put on my analyst cap, I'm thinking I saw some good connections with Connect. I wouldn't be shocked if they got the second.
No
go
pun
to
intended,
round 3.
but kind of pun intended.
Yeah. No, honestly. So I want to see them go all the way. I want to see them go to round 3. Maybe even come back and move on, right? That'd be crazy. Lose round 1, got fired up, came back in round 2 and 3, right?
Yeah, and we do have scores. Connect did win that one, 28-22. So a bigger score gap on that one.
Yeah, 28-22. Honestly, I feel it. I was feeling it. Connect did a really good job. And to your point, they got results. So it looks like we got the scores. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling if we can, please. If you're on the team and you're watching the stream, please let's get this moving.
I agree. I wanna get this going. I wanna go.
Yeah, honestly, the second I hear the goal, the judges scored, I would immediately go. We don't gotta wait, y'all. Let's just move it. Keep the ball rolling.
I agree. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, so this is by the way, for all of you wonderful people in chat, this is a single elimination bracket. There is no losers bracket, and we're going into round 2 now. So it's going to be IVI versus whoever wins this game, and then we're going to Vicious and Vale next. So we're going to see, and we're going to start this next round. So the next round gets started now. It's going to go up in the air. It's going to be picked up by Monster Dash. Monster going for a pass over to Fruit. And Fruit is gonna not getting any more passes, but Ooh La La Ooh with a big backhand all the way across the other side of the field. Looks like Brick Rage will pick this one up. Slight little pass there as it gets picked up once again by Boo. But Ooh La La Ooh will recover over to Fruit. There is a shot opportunity here as, well, Boo's just going to go for it, and it's not in. CD recovers and passes. But Ooh La La Ooh with another intercept over to Monster Dash. Monster Dash back to Ooh La La Ooh. I have to say, Truth is kind of taking, well, they're taking dominance here in the short of things. They have possession, and, well, it's getting turned over. Caster's Curse once again, as it's in the hands of Nabi for just a moment before it gets pushed out to middle.
Does get back into the hands of Shake. Is trying to keep it for the Connect players. And you're right. I think the truth, it felt like they have a lot more possession right now. I mean, granted, we're only about a minute, 2 minutes into the round. We'll see if Connect can start connecting these passes as Monster Dash being aggressive on his defense, keeping the ball in a play right now. Fun, able to somehow get their hand behind it. Goes to Ooh La La, tries to connect for the shot. Monster Dash finishes it out, though, giving Truth a point on the board. And, you know, I'm always wondering what's going through their mind. Did they go for that other pass, try to get a little bit more points for their team, or did they just take the shot, right? It's a little different because of the scoring system here from the judges.
Yeah, I'm still kind of curious. Like, sure, that rubric did give us a lot of information, but it didn't give us all of it. And that's my thing. I think it just mainly depends on the judge. But it's in the hands of Ooh La La Ooh now, and, well, in the hands of Monster Dash. Monster Dash trying to find a cross pass over. Nabi with the intercept. Once again, yin and yang, it is a 50-50 with those passes and those intercepts. As Brick Rage will recover for just a moment, kind of gets hit around, and Ooh La La Ooh picks that one up, going for a pass opportunity right to the floor. Monster Dash having a hand on it, trying to go for it. But it's in the hands of Shake the Dice now as he picks that one up and hits that one over to the right side.
Nabi sending it back to the teams. Does connect with both. Oh, no, gets picked up by that interception as CD able to come in and maybe get a reset for them as Brick on the back end there. Looking for these passing options. They are connecting FUT. Now going for the interception. And this is something we were talking about earlier, right? When there's so many passing plays happening, it's going to most likely be intercepted. You got to make sure every single pass is crisp, connects well. You're in position. It's kind of the big challenge for these players as Shake the Dice with the final hand on it, trying to go in for another passing, but just can't get their hand behind the ball. But it's fine. They still can maintain possession as they fight it off against these Truth defenders.
And you kind of bring that up too, right? And then I'm going to say 3 months ago when this 4v4 fleet came out, when we had our Pioneer Cup, you know, the skill difference was so huge. Everyone was different to these tiny 3v3 arenas. Now everyone's getting used to the meta of the 4v4 arenas. Everyone's getting used to the bigger play area. They're able to kind of correlate themselves in the arena a lot better to get those intercepts and get those better passes. And that's one of the things I'm noticing, I think, most here is just how much or how far players have come in terms of playing on this arena.
Yeah, I mean, we've always said this, right? They're going to develop these metas different. They're going to work on their skills, get better at the mechanics. And not just that, but the specific 4v4 mechanics. Because as the game, in its current state, 4v4 arenas play differently, right, than the 3v3. They have literally different physics. And obviously the play space, the play style is going to be very different. So it's cool to see these people finally develop into the competitive metas. Because you're right. Before that, all they had was 3v3 play styles, and basically they're just adapting that for the 4v4 arena.
Yeah, and I don't know, I like to see the difference. It's good to see for me as we do get another point on the board for Truth. I casted Echo last weekend and now I'm just messed up, and I think every point is worth 2 points or 3 points. It's bad, but we get into the last 10 seconds here as we do go over, and it's going to be in the hands of Monster Dash. Maybe they'll try and get one more point on the board as it gets slammed to the ground by Shake the Dice. Over to Nabi. Over to Brick. Brick now moving it forward, trying to find it, and it hits the floor. There we go. Round is technically going to the truth, but our judges are going to decide who the winner is. And I have to say, I think that one was a lot closer than the last round.
A lot closer, but I mean, look, Truth getting 2 points on the board. I know we saying points aren't everything, but I didn't see any standout plays from Connect, so I'm gonna lean on
that
Truth,
round
I think.
is fierce.
Yeah, so we'll see what the judges say. We'll see what the judges say. This will be the end of this series for sure, though. Someone is gonna be coming out of this as a winner, but it was tight. I mean, like 27 and 25 for Truth for round 1, 28 and 22. For Connect on round 2. So we'll see how round 3 goes. Because it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. But I think the Truth, I would not be shocked if they eked out just a little bit.
I also think Truth.
What do the winners get? Were we told what winners get? It might just be bragging rights, honestly.
There is a possibility it might just be bragging rights. Another Axiom is also involved, so it might also be Driftium. I'll look at the announcement.
Oh, wow. Okay. Whoa. That's like Driftium. Yo, what? They get some cash? Okay. Love that. Yeah, it looks like the winners will be getting a Driftium. Which...
$150 in Driftium.
What?
I'm right. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's over 40,000 Driftium from another Axiom.
Wow. Okay. $150. Of Driftium. That's kind of crazy. Find Crystal for interview. Looks like we're gonna be doing post-game interviews here. Let me pull them in. Where are they? Where is Crystal? They can just bring them to the front of the arena. That would make my life easier. Let me pull this up.
What did you say? They're saying they're talking about it.
Oh, Crystal is on top of the arena.
Oh, top of the arena.
Not top of the. You were right there. Like Crystal's right where you were. Over to the. Right? Dude, where'd they go? Oh, Crystal has a yellow name. You're kind of like. Oh, Crystal might be invisible for you. You can't see like half the players there.
They're. Can they do it in the arena? I know it's kind of funky when they're outside the arena.
Do you know how to fix it?
No, this is how it is.
Oh, you gotta restart your game.
I did.
Sometimes it takes multiple times.
You
but
see
if you
every
do
single
F1,
person right
you can
now?
go to main menu. I see every single person, and I had the glitch earlier. You just gotta restart the game till they all stay in one place.
I don't know if I want to restart mid.
You don't have to fully restart, but you can do F1 and go to game and just do quit to main menu and then join back in.
Let's see if that works. Sorry, y'all. Troubleshooting stuff as we're going through this.
It's okay. It's not an Orion Drift tournament without some scuff.
I don't know if I would say that. That's
it's not an Orion Drift tournament without some scuff. That's my opinion.
Run. Yeah.
So fix it.
Where are they? Where is this Crystal I keep hearing about?
Crystal has a yellow name.
When he's going to go back into the arena?
Yes.
Okay, because Crystal's in there, and they said it would be better to interview in there.
Oh no!
Yeah.
If you're watching this, Tila, we can. It was just my spectator client. I will say they are consistent even with the glitch in the arena, but. Oh.
It's so good. It's got some passing stuff.
I kind of want to do it on the outside. Doesn't it look better here? Like right here, right?
Get some more of their.
It does look better right there.
I think we can do the front. I think back working. So.
Yeah, when we first loaded into the 4v4 build, they did not have that main menu button, and we had to restart our games.
Yeah, I remember
multiple times till it
that.
worked.
EA days, right? EA days. Shout out
EA,
to the ones that know EA. You know, well, I mean, we're still EA, but like, you know, EA, right?
Yeah,
I like how there's like tiers to EA.
yeah.
Right? Yes, let the Victoria and Brick know we are ready for the interview. Also, people could not be next to us, so we don't hear everybody. It would be great.
Yeah.
Where is?
I can tell you, I got one of the I Survived Pioneer Cup stickers from Remote. It is the only sticker on my computer. I refuse to put any other stickers on my computer. It is just that one.
Yeah, so just a reminder to everyone who was watching. It comes out, I believe it was the Truth, right? They won?
Yes.
Or was it, yeah. Truth won 2-1.
We never technically got scores for that round. Oh,
Oh.
I think Kotatsa is typing them right now. I'm seeing typing in the channel, so...
Fine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Connect one. 20-18.
Where the heck is Crystal? Oh. Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, All
right. So I'm a.
Yeah,
so
so
right now.
this is
Right now?
Team
Yeah,
Connect.
is
the
the cast,
winner.
wait for the camera to be over here.
Yeah, wait for the camera.
Cosmic, go away. Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I
We ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them know we are ready to go.
Okay,
Let's
I'm going.
get this interview going.
All right. So, Connect. Great first round. I appreciate every single one of you for showing up for this interview. Firstly, I want to start off with what was your favorite part of that game? What do you think?
I think my favorite part was the last play on the second game whenever CD and
Yeah,
Shake hit like
yeah.
5 passes.
Yeah, that was
incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
My favorite was in the second round when I one-timed it into the top bins. That was
Yeah, that was good.
What about you, CDD?
Can Vicious and Vale please enter the arena?
At the first game, where we hit a bunch of passes, and it got to me, Riot like went past the goal, and I just missed, but it would have been such an epic play.
All right, Brick, what do you think?
My favorite part was just playing with these guys. This is my
Yeah.
BRML team. I love playing with them. It's a great time every time we play.
All right, I do like asking about positive and negative feedback. What would you think that you should have done differently during these matches?
I think one thing is we doubled a ton. That's a big problem. We also slipped up on offense with a lot of turnovers, which almost lost us, but we managed to pull out, which is good.
What would you done differently?
probably more like mechanical stuff.
I think our rotations near the end kind of fell a little bit, so we definitely need to just get in the mindset of having good rotations.
All right, would you done anything different?
I think definitely doing more tournaments. I think stage fright and nerves was definitely our biggest downfall in that match.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I never.
All right, well, as you guys know, you guys going on to another round soon. What team are you afraid of going up against?
IVI's free low, so I mean, like...
IVI. I think
that's actually
that's one of the biggest teams. And then
Yeah, IVI's our... Yeah,
Tins is the other
yeah.
one. Tins is the other one we gotta be worried
yeah,
about.
Tins is pretty scary. All the devs.
Yeah, they might be...
All right,
if we,
so
like,
from what
do
it
together.
seems, you guys are intimidated by IVI. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let me see how much time I got left here. 40 seconds. Okay, so what would you do with the Driftium that you get if you won?
Buy every cosmetic in the game forever.
Probably save until... and there's absolutely good cosmetics, and I want to buy...
All right.
Buy every cosmetic. I wanna use all.
What would you do with the Driftium?
I would probably keep it. I don't know.
Okay,
What's our
okay.
signature emote? What's our signature
Nothing.
emote?
I can't win the Driftium.
Oh, yeah, okay, okay.
Wait, you can't win it?
Well,
You're a part of, like, the
Great
winning
first
team?
match, guys. That's gonna wrap up my interview for this round. And then it was nice talking to you guys. Whatever this is. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
Connected wave. Connected wave.
Awesome, love that. Love to see those teams get some recognition and get to talk to us about what they like in the game and what they're gonna do with the Driftiums. Honestly, I mean, what would you do with that? There's like 4 or 5 people on the team, so you get about $30 worth of Driftium. That's not bad, honestly.
That's not bad at all. I would probably just save it, to be honest. Save it for another time. Whenever like a really cool bundle or something like, or not bundle, but a really cool cosmetic comes out, that's what I do.
What do you think would be a cool cosmetic? Do you have something in mind, or like you're just gonna see and you're like, that's it, that's cool?
I don't think I really have anything in mind because I'm like, maybe if they had like a knight sword, I'd love that. Because my whole OC, it's a knight in VR. So if there's like anything knight related, I'd get that.
Knight related, okay, that honestly makes sense. That'd be cool. I don't like a medieval pack would be kind of interesting to see, right?
Yes.
Let's see who we have coming up now. It's gonna be Vicious, and we said Veil, right?
Let me double check. Yeah, Vicious and Veil.
Oh, Veil with an E though. Veil. I'm used to the other Veil. Yeah, we are ready to go. These teams, whoever, if anyone's listening, tell them we're good on stream. We are ready to go and get the hit the ground running. We have Vicious, we have Mozzie, Matthew, Dwagon, and the Green Pigeon. I know these names. That's funny. Yeah, Vicious. They're the Vicious. And then Veil. We have Kayla, Savage. That one's kind of hard to read. Nightfall. That's a long name. What's the long name? Mechanical Brilliance. That's a long name.
Yeah, they get all shrunk. Oh, that's cute. I find it funny when there's a specific size for things and then the text just gets all shrinked. It's funny to me. But we get a good start there from Vicious, and it quickly gets turned over by Veil. That Green Pigeon now has a hand on it, and looks like it will be in the hands of Mozzie. Mozzie's going to push that one up and over to Dwagon. Dwagon over to Matthew, but the intercept there from Nightfall. Nightfall passing that one over to Mechanical Brilliance. Mechanical Brilliance to... Ooh, I'm getting lost on names, and that's something that does not happen for me, so...
Yeah, as it does connect into Mozzie. Mozzie going in for the back reset. Does get into the hands of Matthews. They send it back over to Dwagon. Dwagon going for another pass at Green Pigeon. Green Pigeon, I thought they were going to go for it. That's already like, what, 2-3 passing connections. No, they're going to decide to extend this one, but Matthew, unfortunately, getting that tackle. But it's still in play right now for Vicious, as Veil is honestly doing a pretty solid attempt at getting them out of this goal of scoring opportunity, at least for the time being, as it's really being delayed right now.
Yeah, there is quite a bit of delay from Vicious. I'm guessing they saw the outcome of last match and really want to make sure they're passing enough. But yeah, we do get it pushed back over to Vicious's side. It does get recovered by Dwagon here, passing over to Matthew, but the intercept from Nightfall. Nightfall doing crazy on the intercepts right now, I have to say, Martini.
Yeah, it's one of those. I was wondering earlier, right? Do you keep going for more passes, potentially increasing the chances of being intercepted, or do you say, hey, we already have 2-3 good passes, let's just sink this one in? And I'm the kind of guy that's like, I get the potential of more points, but sometimes you gotta just secure what you got already, right?
Yeah, I totally agree here, and I mean, we looked at it, and last round, obviously, scoring doesn't have as much impact as I think either of us thought, but, you know, we're seeing it. It's that Green Pigeon now, passing over to Mozzie. Mozzie back over to Dwagon. Dwagon maybe going to go for a shot there, the stop from Nightfall, and it gets pushed back over to Mozzie. Mozzie going to recover that, push back forward. Nightfall, once again, intercept, clear all the way. It might be a goal. It's in the goal. What a long shot.
72-meter long shot. You gotta love that coming out from Veil. I don't think they were expecting that unless that was intentional. It's hard to tell sometimes.
I don't know. It is pretty hard to tell. But once again, it gets recovered by Nightfall here, clearing that one over. Excuse me. And it gets picked up once again here by... I can't see the ball. Gets picked up by Kayla. Kayla passing over, and the intercept from Green Pigeon. Able to clear that one over to middle.
Savage trying to go for the back pass. Doesn't get picked up by the teammates. Dwagon able to get the connection from Pigeon. Goes for Matthew. Matthew back to Mozzie. Final shot there from Vicious. And, I mean, that was beautiful. 1, 2, was that 3? Maybe even 4. Maybe even 4 passes in the end. That looked really good from Vicious.
Yeah, great play there from Vicious. Again, you love to see it. But it gets picked up here by Vale over to Savage. Savage over here to Kayla. Green Pigeon intercept. Little cheeky pass over to Matthew, and then Matthew over to Dwagon. Dwagon all the way over to that Green Pigeon. Green Pigeon going to move that one forward to Mozzie. The intercept from Kayla. Kayla going to move this one down the line now, having 3 open passes. Having Savage, trying to find Savage. Not exactly getting it. Nightfall does recover for just a moment there. Mozzie with the very aggressive intercept, though. And able to kind of recover it for just a moment is Nightfall.
Dwagon's gonna be able to read that one. Plays off a Halo, looking for another potential passing option. No, drops the ball at the last second. That is gonna be unfortunate for the Vicious players. 30 seconds on the clock. This is the time to make any standout plays. I don't know about you, Aiden, but it does feel kind of close, honestly, in how we've seen these two teams play.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They are very closely regarded in playstyle. I think Vicious might have that like little bit of offense oomph compared to Vale, but it's not a lot. And I think Vale's defense is definitely kind of shining here. Oh, almost another shot. Mozzie with the recover. Coming down to the last 5 seconds of the match. And it looks like it's going to go to, I don't even know. It's up to the judges. But we go into overtime for just a moment here. Maybe Vale can get one more point on the board. I guess we'll see as Nightfall picks this one up. I don't think he has any boost, but Matthew will steal the recovery. And it's over to Green Pigeon now. Green Pigeon passing over to Dwagon. Dwagon passing back to Green Pigeon. Green Pigeon up in the air. Let's see what's going to happen here. Down to the floor. Oh, we're in overtime.
Yeah, 1-1,
Wow,
so we're in
big brain me.
overtime. Yep. At this point, someone's got to score. Someone's got to score at this point. And I think Vicious has had so many great passing connections that it's got to be one of them, I think. Unless Vale has some crazy overtime shot to make here.
I guess we'll see. Time will tell. But once again, Mozzie grabs a hand on it, trying to find a teammate. Green Pigeon, cut pass in the goal. There it is, 2-1. Round is going to Vicious, but not really. Who knows? We'll see what the judges decide, as they are just going to hang out on their perch above this arena. And yeah, we'll see what they decide. Martini, what'd you see there?
I think Vicious had so many great passing connections. There's several times where they're making 2, 3, even 4 passing connections. I think one of Vicious's shots was a 4 pass, and that was a beautiful connection there. So I want to see what the judges say. I would lean Vicious personally. I would be shocked if it were Vale, but hey, you know, maybe there's some plays that I didn't see from Vale, right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Vale did a really good job on the defensive side. They had some really good passes too, but I think Vicious was honestly just more the dominating team in all perspectives that round. But again, it's up to the judges. I'm just a caster.
We're just mere casters. We have no power. We are here to just showcase what is happening, right?
it's like the I'm just a girl thing. It's I'm just a caster.
I'm just a caster. Yeah, I mean, I know sometimes people, it's funny, people look at us and they'll be like, oh, like, what do you think about this? Like, should someone get in trouble? And I'm like, I'm not a mod. You know, that's when it's also another level. I'm like, I'm not a mod.
Right, yeah.
I can't make these decisions,
I'm not a
right?
mod.
And, yeah, mods, you know, I give them all the credit because I'm like, they deal with so much. And yeah. I couldn't. I like casting. I enjoy this. I enjoy also I like interacting with the community this way personally. I feel like being a mod, I would just be so stressed.
Yeah, it's stressful at times, but it's worth it. Shout out to mods. That's about all I have to say. But judges still kind of discussing here. We we'll see what the outcome of this one is. But honestly, it was a great first round to see from these teams. I mean, obviously we've seen Vicious before. They're an amazing team. They play really well together. Obviously, we have the addition of Mozzie now. Mozzie used to be on IVI, so we have the addition of him on the team, which is changed, and I think it works out for him.
I mean, Mozzie, definitely a name I've seen. Matthew, Dragon, Green Pigeon. These are all, top tier players. So shout out to Vale. I actually don't really know this team, but they kind of held their own, I think. But obviously Vicious, I think I mentioned this earlier, like just being able to make those passing connections. You need good chemistry and passing mechanics. Vicious, obviously being a top tier team, is able to do that. So as much as it's not 100% important that, these are top competitive teams, having that competitive prowess allows you to make and set up really cool plays.
Yeah, I agree. It is. Oh, we're getting typing. I think we have scores, Martini. All right, Vicious took it by kind of a landslide, 33-24 in favor of Vicious.
Wow, 33-24.
Wow. Almost 10 whole points.
33-24 for Vicious. Good job on Vicious. I'm not shocked. I saw so many amazing connections, and that's what I was talking about earlier, right? So it feels like you can kind of judge. I feel like we can definitely kind of make a guess on who's going to win. I don't think we've had a team where I was like, there's no way, right?
Yeah.
Not yet. It's bound to happen, though. It's bound to happen as we do go forward into this upcoming round. 2 Vicious up by 1 point. This is it.
It is it indeed. As the Green Pigeon launches up for that one in favor of Vicious, we're going to see some passes over to Matthew, maybe going for a first shot there. Not able to really get it, though, as Nightfall recovers that one. And that one all the way down. Green Pigeon with the intercept of that pass. And just going to kind of hang out. Get some wall and ceiling carves in there. Kind of bring down that time a little bit. Wait for teammates to get in position. And it's going to be picked up by Cosmic. Cosmic over to Nightfall. Nightfall going to bring it in for just a second. Passing over to Savage. Savage to Cosmic. Going for it. Not in yet, though. Still in play. It's going to be in the hands of Nightfall once again. Going for a middle pass. The intercept from Dwagon, though, is there. And it's back over to Mozzie. Mozzie is going to have this one over to Green Pigeon. And looks like Nightfall is once again going to recover that and pass it over to Kayla.
They are moving it for Mozzie, able to hand on it, going for the kind of double stack pass there, which is actually kind of unique. I don't think I've seen it too often. I know leeching, regrabbing in this game isn't as effective as some of our Echo players out there remember those days. As the ball in play right now for both teams. Green Pigeon, though, able to get a hand behind it, moving it down as they are beautifully ceiling carving forward. I think it was like a double ceiling carve. Goes over to Matt. No, it doesn't. Kayla comes in for the interception, pushing it forward, waiting to see if they can push this forward for Vale.
One thing I'm kind of noticing, a lot of players use ceiling carving, wall carving. They use it to kind of have a time buffer. It kind of just wastes time for a few minutes, or for a few seconds, sorry, to just let your teams get in position, have those passes available. And that's what I'm kind of seeing a lot from Vicious here. And specifically Green Pigeon, he is always ceiling carving. It's a thing he does.
Oh.
But very nice passing there from Vicious and Mozzie, absolutely laying down the hammer into the goal. So they are going to be a point ahead now.
Yeah, I think that was, 3, 4. Again, Vicious with the, several pass connections into a shot. And I know, again, shots aren't everything, but when you have several passes into a shot, how do you not give them points? How do you not say, hey, that's a good-looking team right now, as Green Pigeon moving it forward, almost getting to Mozzie's hand, but Nightfall there for the follow-up, waiting to see if they can pass it over to Cosmic. Just skirts right past their hand.
Yeah, it does. It's another pass over to Kayla. Kayla going for a cross pass to Savage. Savage does get a hand on it, but it's quickly stolen from Mozzie. As he moves forward down the line, it's going to be in the hands of Dwagon for just a second. I don't think Dwagon had any boost, though, so he kind of just falls to the floor. Luckily, teammate was still there, able to intercept. Pass over to Green Pigeon, going high. Going for a floor pass to Mozzie, not able to get it, as it's Savage and Nightfall. Moving that one forward on the side of Vale.
Trying to keep it in play for Vale as they go for the resets, but unfortunately still, no, it's actually still free, but never mind. Mozzie able to come up and get that turnover for Vicious, moving it forward, sends it over to Matthew. Does get that connection and another deep pass, but it doesn't quite get read by their teammates, as now they're going to be fighting for possession at this point, as Dragon able to barely skirt it out, and Mozzie on the follow-up sends it over to Matthew, and no, it just misses the last connection. It was about to be a beautiful play there.
Yeah, it was about to be a beautiful play. And, well, it just doesn't happen sometimes, but it's all right. The Vicious is still technically ahead by 1. I think Vale is doing an absolutely amazing job, though, keeping up with the pressure. They're definitely a lot more aggressive this round is what I'm seeing, Martini.
They're definitely a lot more aggressive. I still think, you know, this is definitely going to go the way of Vicious. I haven't seen Vale with any standout performances, right? We haven't seen any crazy ramping up play. We haven't seen as many passing connections as Vicious. I'm going to need to see some crazy, like, 4-pass into a behind-the-back shot as I say that Vale gets a shot. But I didn't see Vale do some crazy, you know, wind-up passing, because I think that score versus Vicious's score, I still would lean Vicious.
Yeah, I would too. Vicious is honestly a lot more, I'm going to say coordinated, but they've been playing a lot longer. They're one of those teams that's been around since literally 4v4 started. This is the first time really hearing of Vale. They're doing an amazing job, though. I have to say, props to them. It's now picked up by Dwagon over to Green Pigeon. Green Pigeon, top pass over to possibly Mozzie, Cosmic Wafer, and Savage going to recover that one. As we do hang down to the last few seconds of this match, it's gonna hit the floor and
going in overtime.
We're gonna go to OT.
Yeah, we're going in overtime. 1-1. One of these teams has one last chance to get that standout goal, and I'm gonna be honest. I think whoever makes it might be the team that wins it out, honestly, because it's got to be some cool play for OT.
I totally agree, and I guess we're gonna see it as Cosmic once again recovers. But it's still a 50-50 possession over to Nightfall. And Green Pigeon is going to fly around. Over to the left, it's going to be Mozzie. Mozzie to Matthew. Matthew with the shot. And that's the second round. We're going to quickly go over to our judges. They're going to check the scores and hopefully be back to us kind of soon. But only time will tell. So let's see. Martini, what'd you see?
Time will tell, indeed. I think Vicious, honestly, like I don't want to glaze them that much, but I think they're one of the standout performances I've seen in this cup in general, right? Ivy obviously did good, but Vicious's connections on the pass have just been way cleaner, and they have way more ramp up play than I've seen the other teams do, right? So I'm gonna be honest, based on the 3 games we've seen thus far, I wouldn't be shocked if Vicious wins out this round and moves on to the next set of matches, but I wouldn't be shocked if Vicious honestly is a finalist. They seem like they have the chops to be a finalist. We've seen some great connections, and I wouldn't be shocked if they keep doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Again, Vicious, one of those long-standing teams. They definitely have the coordination, and they've been finalists before. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do it again. But again, our panel of judges will tell whether we go into a round 3 or whether we wrap it up here and Vicious is declared the winner. So, you know, also our judges. We have a lot of very familiar faces. You got Rox Titan, one of another Axiom people. He's also an Echo Arena champion back in his day. And you got Baz over here. It's kind of just Baz. You got Kotetsa, one of the VRMLCon LAN contenders. Played amazingly. I think, was it Team Riptide? No. Who's Kotetsa's team?
I don't
I'm gonna look it up.
know. I know the name, though. Like, yeah, all these, I mean, we know all these names. But yeah, I mean, definitely some standout players, people in the community, right? I love seeing people that have done so much in the community, and they're almost like a figure, right? It's kind of cool to see that sort of stuff. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy to see what kind of community we already have for OD. We're not even like past EA. What's up?
Kotetsa was on Tactical Nerds.
Tactical Nerds? Oh, that's good. That's another good team. They're one of I consider them like top 3, top 4 maybe. For sure.
And as player for Ignite.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
So I remember, right, some insight for our people on here. We were having a little caster meeting before everything, and I think everyone's definitely second favorite was the tactical nerds to
Yeah.
kind of
Yep.
get second place because they just performed phenomenally in the qualifiers.
With three players. That was kind of the standout thing. They were my personal.
Oh, we do
bet.
have scores.
We do.
Are we ready, Martini?
What are the scores?
It is 30-24 in favor of Vicious. So that is the match going to Vicious, my friend.
Vicious wins it in a 2-0 best of 3 series. Do we have another game interview, or we just? I feel like maybe we should keep the game interviews for like the semifinals. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it just takes up a lot of time.
Right? Hey, I mean, up to them.
Takes two.
Yeah.
Takes two.
Up to them. Let us know. DM us. The admin folks running this, Brick and Victoria. Let us know. We're gonna go for another interview, or we're going right into the upcoming set of matches. I'm okay with either.
I might need to go grab another water, but I'm okay with either two.
Oh, we have time, man. Go get some water. I am chilling. We have time, dude.
I will be right back.
What's up, chat? What's going on? How are y'all feeling? How do you feel about this game? Do you like the performances we've seen today, chat? Chat. Someone said we should protest the truth game. I am seeing a lot of opinions about the truth game. I don't know. I think we can all agree they were close games. Honestly, I don't know. It's up to the judges, right? The judges get to decide who they think were standout plays and players. So it is what it is. So keep doing the interviews for now. Cool. Brick, let us know. Brick, let me know who is cool. Who's interviewing.
The reconstruction is absolutely thrilling. And some free runners have been turning the abandoned mining tunnels into pure poetry in motion.
Hold up. I am getting VoIP on.
Yeah, okay. Yes. You guys are invited to an interview. Wow.
Nice gameplay out there, Domino's.
All right, you guys get 3 minutes of yapping with me. Okay, you ready?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. My first question for you guys is, what could you have done better with your game? What would you have done different?
I think our, at least from an outside perspective, it was comms. I think that's kind of our main factor.
Yeah, we had a few good
We didn't get time to practice before this tournament like every other team did.
So you just winged it.
Yeah.
We just winged it.
And for winging it, I don't think we did that bad versus one of the best teams in the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We had a huge opportunity to win at the end, but my game did crash. So it was a 3v4 for the last minute.
Yeah.
And that was the minute. And that was the minute
That was the minute they scored in.
Have we crashed something?
All right. My second question is, let's say if you participate in the next round, who would you be afraid of going up against? If you
Low-key,
won.
no one. Low-key, we
think
would just win the second round if
Our
we
next
made it.
round, I think we would have won that, but in the finals, I think we might have lost to Ivy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we would have won against
Yeah,
Jason
next round we
Corcoran.
would have won. Next round
Yeah.
And then we would have lost
Yeah,
against
low-key.
Ivy.
It was
We beat
devious
the
not
devs
putting us
any
at 7th
day.
seed. It was devious putting us at 7th seed. That's all I'm gonna say. We didn't
Okay.
deserve 7th seed.
All right. Let's see how much time I have left. A minute and 40. We got a bunch of time. Okay. So, let's stay with this. You guys still had some good plays going on. What was your favorite part of the game while you was playing?
I think
When I was
whenever
in,
I got passed to Cosmic passed to me, and I passed to Kayla.
Can we talk about
behind the
Nightfall's
back
behind the
almost?
back full court shot really quick?
what?
Yeah, I mean,
That was pretty cool. I was watching that from up there too. That was good.
yeah.
I will.
Okay.
Personally,
Wait, you can say
don't-
something.
We had the same score in the first and second round, but I think we did way better in the second round. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That
I
would they
definitely
rated us
think
the
we could've
same
been
score
scored
both
higher in the
rounds was
second round.
absurd. That was
Yeah,
absurd.
Okay. Is it? Alright, I'm gonna move on to my final question. I ask everyone this. Okay? If you won the Driftium, what would you spend it on?
I don't know.
I would have
The
obviously
sword, I like
donated
the
it
foam finger.
to the kids in need.
To kids in need. Okay.
I'd probably keep it for myself.
Alright. So you just save it? You just save it?
Yeah,
I would go to
next
the-
update.
I'd
This
gamble-
phone
I'd
didn't
gamble
have
my
that cool
Driftium.
cosmetics.
Alright. And since we have 30 seconds left, we're kind of dragging out our time a little bit here. What my final question, at least hopefully my final question, who do you want to win this tournament?
Connect. Hey, Pastors Club.
I think
Pastors Club for life.
100% go Nobby.
Connect.
either Connect or
Either that or it's not.
Plink.
Just
Yeah,
not Ivy.
connect
Yeah,
the
give
point.
someone else a chance, Ivy. Ivy, give someone else a chance.
Alright, well, it would be nice talking to you guys. Good, well played. I wish you guys did a little bit better. You guys sound really nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay.
But that's gonna be all. So thank you guys for coming.
You'll see us on the news very soon. My gang, we're out.
Wait, why'd you turn it off?
We're out.
All right, looks like that is going to be it for the post-game interviews. We'll be coming into the next set of matches pretty soon here. I think this is the dev team. I've been hearing a lot about
This is the dev team.
this is the dev team. Okay. What is
Tins.
who are the upcoming
Orion Drift
teams
developer.
here?
It is going to be Tins and Plink.
Is it like literally tins? Oh, I see.
Yeah, TNZ.
TINZ. Who's in tins is pink, right? Or who's
Yes.
And Plink is blue. I love that.
Plink is blue. Yes.
Dope. Awesome. Looks like we have Tins versus Plink in our upcoming matchup. This is gonna be the dev team. I'm excited to see this. AA, Hunter, Storm, Fizzin, and Kaznaz versus Nogo, Duck, Lucas, and Sprite. Can't go wrong with Sprite.
All's ready to go.
I think you can go wrong with Sprite, but that's my personal opinion. I'm not
Really?
a Sprite hater. I'm just not
I'm a
really
Sprite lover. I'm a Sprite and Cranberry is like the standout one.
They're off like a rocket.
As the
I do
ball
like
is
Sprite
going
Cranberry, I
forward.
just
Yeah,
don't like
Sprite Cranberry is so good.
Okay, talk about carbonated beverages as we do get into this game. It's going to be in the hands of Tins at the moment. Fizzin is going to hit that one over to Storm. Storm not going to recover right away, though, as it is going to be a hit over from Plink. So we're going to hang around the middle for just a moment as Kaznaz moves this one up, passing that one over to Storm. Storm not able to get it. Gets in the hands of Duck 45 on Plink. Plink is going to move that forward. It's Sprite. Sprite over to Nogo. Nogo with the shot. What a play from Plink.
Plink looking good already. I don't know. I need to see these devs stand out, right? They're going to have to be a standout team. I'm going to be sad if they get knocked out in the first set of matches.
Yeah, I think I would too, but we'll see how they do. I mean, maybe it's just a warm-up. Who knows?
Yeah, they want to give the other team an opportunity. They want to make this, they want to win it out in a round 3 tiebreaker. That's what it is.
That's all it is. That's all there is to it, Martin. Just a round 3 tiebreaker. Why do I have so many alarms?
Yeah, it says
Sorry,
Storm.
my wake-up alarm just went up.
Oh, you're good. Storm able to get a hand on it, sends it over to Hunter as Sprite going in for the interception. That little carbonated drink we were talking so much about earlier.
Yummy. Only the cranberry version, though. Anyways, picked up by Sprite once again. Pass over to Duck 45. Duck 45 going to push that one forward all the way to Lucas. Lucas is going to have this one. Dodging Fission. Going for a cross pass over to Nogo. Nogo going for the shot. Kaznaz with the stop. Moving it forward now once again. Nogo passing to a teammate. Storm with the intercept, though. Storm also going to reset that back to Fizzin. Going to hang out for just a minute before passing that forward.
Duck able to get their hand behind this as they move it down for playing 2 minutes on the clock, so they got a little bit of time left for either team to make any more standout plays. Tries to go for the self pass, maybe off the top, but Hunter able to read that one and to send it deep over to Fizzin. Fizzin on the back heel there, but Lucas able to come in for the interception.
as it does get picked up here by No-Go once again on the side of Plink. They're making their move all the way forward. It's going to be in the hands of Sprite, and a move they are making, a very good one at that. Oh no, Lucas just running out of boost there. Yeah, that's another thing, a big thing you gotta watch out for. It's your boost consumption, because if you run out of boost if you're in the air, that's a messed up pass for your teammate. You gotta really communicate about it and just stay open on communication about your boost levels. Maybe you have high boost, say you have high boost, medium boost, low boost. That's what I did with my team when I played for a little bit, but it works out. So I recommend a lot of teams start doing that. But it's moved over from Lucas to Sprite. Sprite once again trying to find it, but Fizzin with the stop. The dev team is making their move, and No-Go is also making their move, saying no go on your pass. Yes, go on my pass. As it gets picked up once again by Lucas. No-Go picking it up once again. Very aggressive cut pass over to Sprite. Sprite to No-Go. No-Go to Duck. Duck back to Lucas. What a passing play. Almost in the goal. Kaznaz with the stop. It's fun to see Martini.
Yeah, Plink I thought was about to be able to finish that, and it would have been a good one to finish on too. With four connections there, back and forth, but they unfortunately were not able to get the finish off as Duck trying to go for another set of passes. No-Go though reads it. Looks like Tins is getting a little bit smart, I think, to the Plink's play style, as the Kaz now is running all the way through, but it does get tackled by these defenders. Fizzin there for the follow-up, trying to keep it in play right now for Tins.
Yeah, as it does get picked up and grabbed by Kaznaz here. Picked up by No-Go. No-Go trying to pass over to Lucas. Duck with the recovery though. Just kind of on the midline, hanging out for a minute, letting his teammates get into position, as Sprite does to No-Go. The save by Kaznaz and the stop. Oh, sorry, that was Hunter, not Kaznaz. My bad. And it's going to go in the hands of Duck on the back line for Plink. Going into the last 15 seconds of the match. It's anyone's goal here. And looks like it will be recovered once again by the dev team. Tins is gonna try and get one goal on the board before it ends off, but No-Go is gonna say, here's a pass to Duck, and Duck is gonna take that one up to the halo and pass to Lucas. Lucas to Sprite. I don't know. We're gonna see Martini still going.
Yeah, still going indeed. Storm trying to keep it up. Kaz has go for the last one, forces this into an overtime. I'm not gonna lie, that might have been the thing that pushes them into potentially winning out this game. I mean, overtime clutch up is definitely, I think, a pretty cool, thing to have.
Yeah, I agree. It is a very cool thing to have indeed. As did I miss something? Oh, we're in OT. That makes so much sense. I'm not used to OT in Orion Drift. I'm used to there being a pause and then going into OT. But no, I go straight into OT. So that's still anyone's game. It's going to be in the hands of Sprite. Sprite over to Duck. Duck over to No-Go. No-Go going for it, just not in. As it goes back over to Plink.
No-Go trying to send it over to their teammate, just losing their hand on it though. And it looks like Kaznaz on the back for the recovery, looking for a passing option. Goes to Fizz and can't quite make that last connection in the end though, as Tins is fighting to stay in the game. Plink trying their best to do the same thing.
Yeah, they are indeed trying their best to do the same thing, as Fizzin passes to Storm. Storm to Hunters, and Hunters putting that one in the goal. And sorry, Hunter, it's not over. Oh yes, it is over.
Yeah, that's gonna be round one. 2-1 for Tins. We'll see though what the judges say. I honestly don't know about this one. This one for me is kind of a toss-up between the two.
For me, Tins started really strong, kind of like, I'm gonna say eased out towards the middle of the match. That's when Plink kind of started to shine through. They had some awesome passing plays, awesome connections. And towards the end there, I noticed Tins just kind of like came back. It started with that first overtime, or that first goal to go into the overtime. Then during the overtime, they just kind of like really connected with each other. Tongue twister, jeez. They really connected with each other and just like kind of started to play better.
Yeah, they looked a lot better, I think, than originally thought. I don't know. At the beginning of the round, they were both kind of slow for me, so I wasn't quite sure what would happen. Someone said, let's see what chat said. Shout out to King Noob, said Plank had better passing plays and strats. Wouldn't be surprised if Tins wins. Huh. Wait. Wait. So they said Plank had better passing plays, but they wouldn't be surprised if Tins wins. I see. I don't know.
Look,
really
right. I'm gonna put my money on Plink, because overall they did have a lot better passes. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion.
You think so?
I know. I think so. I know I'm not exactly supposed to be biased, but there was no rules in this cup about it, so I think I'm gonna give my vote to Plink. We just gotta wait for the scores, though. That's all, Martini. So, Martini, are you gonna cast day 1 of VRML season 1?
VRML season 1 for Orion Drift. Am I gonna cast day 1 Monday? Probably not. I don't think anyone will, actually. I would be shocked if a team was able to get their matches day 1 and also schedule day 1. That would be insanity. And honestly, if someone does it, I might be inclined to just pick it up. Just because that'd be crazy if they actually did it.
Oh, whoa. Are we ready for the scores, Martini?
Let me hear it.
Tins, 27.
Okay.
Plink, 26.
Wow. Okay, 27 to 26 for Plank. I don't know. I would be kicking myself. 1 point difference. For some reason, that just kind of burns different. That just kind of burns different when it's so close, right?
I agree. And right, we've had 2 very close scores like this. And the other one was the first round, Connect versus Truth. It was 25 to 27. 2 points. But now here we are with a 1 point difference. I wonder what happens if they tie.
I don't think they tie. I think there's got to be some tiebreaker thing. I hope there is. That's gotta burn. It's gotta burn. I mean, but that showcases Plink's got the chops, right? They just gotta come back on this round 2. They gotta do some more standout plays, something to just really eat them out over 10, right? You're thinking about you only need 2 more points to beat them. That's not that hard. I don't say it's easy. I'm saying they're closer than they think they are, right?
Yeah. I guess we'll see as we get this next round going.
Yes. If you're in game, please let them get the ball rolling. I'm gonna be honest. The second judge scores come out, I would be just hammering them. Like, go, 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 go.
Right, like, come on, let's get a move on.
Let's get the ball moving. Let's get the ball rolling. We wanna see more gameplay, right? That's also the way to look at it. We want to see more gameplay, right?
Yes, I want to see more gameplay because that round towards the end was absolutely chef's kiss. I love that. I want more. That's my thing too. Once I cast awesome matches like this, I just want to cast more. I want to cast more and more and more.
The game
it just happens. Yay, balls in the middle.
These new capture the beacon sets.
Round 2, Martini. Are we ready?
The station into your personal arena. Just plant your beacon, challenge a friend.
Martini's on hiatus right now.
Sorry, I'm like putting a mess in. So keep going, go.
You're all good. But it's going to be picked up by Hunter. Over to Fizzin. Another Axiom devs are starting off pretty strong. Tins is moving it forward. So it's going to be in the hands of Plink now as they kind of just hit it randomly over to the middle. It's not going to exactly work out for them as Kaznaz just goes for a pass over to Hunter. And Hunter just slams it straight in. So not much passing there from Tins, but they got the job done for a first point, which is what matters.
You know, I don't know what it is. It feels like Tins has a little bit more energy. Am I crazy? It feels like they have a little bit more like oomph right now.
Right, they're more energetic now.
Yeah, we're seeing some good connections. Maybe I'm telling you, man, they were nerfing themselves. They were nerfing themselves for round one, kind of to give Plink that opportunity. I would be shocked if we didn't see some crazy stuff.
Playing with the hands.
It's showmanship, right? They wanna have fun and they wanna showcase, hey, we got this. We got this. They're not worried. Light work for the dev team.
That's crazy though. All right, whatever. Hunter to Storm. Looks like Storm did put his hands away, so oh, never mind. Kaznaz took it out again. Okay. It's over to Storm, over to Fizzin. Fizzin with the cup pass over to Kaznaz. And looks like it's gonna be a fight for it right now, just kind of hanging on Plink's side.
Sprite playing off of the top with Halo, looking for some passing opportunities. Sends it to Duck. A little too deep, though. They're not able to make that connection as Tin's able to read that and move it forward. Storm sending it over to Fizzin. Fizzin ready to receive it. Trying to move it down. No, gets picked up by those defenders as they're now fighting for possession.
Yeah, they are now fighting for possession, and it looks like Tins is going to kind of recover it for just a moment. Before it is once again grabbed by Plink. Plink is trying to make a move as Sprite leads the way, but the stop from Tins. Fizzin is going to move this one forward and up to Hunters, and Hunter putting that one in for another point. Looks like Tins has found their groove.
They have, I mean, 2 points up already. We got about a half a round left. Plink, it looks like they're lagging a little bit right now. We got to see something come from them. Lucas goes in for a beautiful attempt on that shot as no-go. Now we get their hand behind the ball. Trying to keep it in play for Plink right now, but it looks like Tins is going to be giving them a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so. Anyways, it's going to be picked up by no-go here on the side of Plink. Moving it down kind of in the middle area. It's going to be quickly swooped up by Kaznaz. And Storm is going to try and grab that one, but it will be recovered by Duck. Duck over to Sprite, back to Duck. Duck going for a pass over to Lucas. Lucas over to Sprite. I love the passing that Plink is trying to take here. It looks great, but still not getting any... What is the word I'm looking for? Not getting... It is blanking.
Possession?
Not getting any results.
Oh.
From the passes. Jeez, I just can't talk right now, apparently.
Good. I mean, sometimes we gotta take a little chill, you know. Let the brain have a little bit of rest. That's Fizzin moving it down, goes over to Storm. Beautiful connections right now from Tins as they go in back to Fizzin in hand. Hunter getting another passing connection, and they're looking really good right now. So many almost a beautiful spike in the end, as that was what, 4 passing connections. They're looking way better this time around.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They do look a lot better than before. But there is still plenty of game to play, and by plenty of game, I mean 50 seconds. So we're gonna end up seeing how the end of this round plays out. But I'm liking Plink's chances right now. They are looking great with the passes. Obviously, Tins really taking dominance on the offensive possession, in my opinion. But you know, we're still seeing how the game is going. As it is still on Plink's side, Tins is really kind of pushing it here. As it does fly over to Storm. Storm kind of just hidden that one. It's going to be in the hands of Lucas, then to Duck. And Hunter is kind of just pushing that one forward. Looks like it will be in the hands of Fizzin. Fizzin moving it down over to Hunter, over to Kaznaz, trying to go for one more point. Hunter with the slam into the goal, 3-0. That is going to be round number 1. Or sorry,
Round two, 3-0 for Tins. I don't know, Aiden. I don't know about you, but I think we're going to finish the series a little early. I think Tins has got this.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. I mean, how do you beat that? How do you beat this? I don't know what they did in between round 1 and 2, but they were just like, hey, we're looking really good. Let's ramp this up and showcase what we got.
I couldn't have really said it better. It was like a switch flipping on. And in my opinion, they just started working together a lot more, and they were messing around and having fun too. They weren't just like purely playing the game. Everyone had their foam hands out and we were just waving them around.
I mean, if you're gonna give someone points for showmanship, that's extra points, right? That's extra points for Tins. So we'll see what's going on right now. But like I said, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if they're gonna come out of this doing well, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree here. And I mean, hey, you have to give it to Plink as well. They did absolutely phenomenal. Still hanging in there after like everything. I would have gotten pissed off. I'm just saying.
Really? It's like, it's one of those, are they like just messing around and having fun, or are they like kind of dunking on us? And that's always kind of the challenge, right? And making sure that you don't rub people the wrong way. You want to showcase, hey, you're still doing it for good fun. You're just having fun, really. That's more of the thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I was in game though, and I was just trying my best to like get great passes with my team and try and get some points, and I saw, I don't know. For me at least, I'm just more of a competitive person, but I understand this is all about showmanship, and I mean, Team Tins, they really did show that they have good showmanship. So.
Someone says, I think the first round should have gone to Plink. Ooh, that's a bold take. I don't know. I think that first round definitely is. That's why I told you, like, it was kind of a coin toss. I mean, we saw it in the scores, right? 27 to 26. I think this round is pretty definitively Tins, though. They performed so well, which unfortunately for, Plink, because Tins got that first round, that'll be it for the series, right?
We have scores.
We do.
Are we ready?
Yeah. We are ready.
Tins, 30. Plink, 20.
Yeah,
So,
pretty strong
Tins
showing
is
from them.
the definite winner, yeah.
Tins.
Well,
Wow.
what a game.
I mean, I'm not shocked. What can I say? It's almost like I can predict what the judges are gonna. I'm just kidding.
It's in my mind.
It's in my mind. I can just feel. Who's gonna win. As looks like we'll be going in for post-game interviews pretty soon. Let's see what's going on. Let me get this VoIP volume.
Hey, Mr. Six here.
Yeah.
I feel a little left out. I shouldn't have a stupid sword.
Alright. Alright, so we got Tins. Hello, guys. We got a huge.
You talking?
Hello?
I can hear Crystal.
I can hear Crystal.
Oh, what the heck? I can't.
You gotta mute.
Well, you just have to ask him the question when I get to it. Okay, so my first question for y'all is, we got a huge hand thing going. What was your favorite part of the game so far?
Of the tournament?
Yeah, like your match,
Your
like your
pass
favorite part.
round one for me. That was such a clean pass.
Yeah, the clutch at the end to tie it up, go to OT to give us a better chance at winning that game. Was good play.
That was good.
But we're coming into the next round. You're not even gonna know what's about to hit y'all. We're gonna get a 40-point round against Mozzie's team.
Okay.
Real.
Another thing, I mean, it sounds like you're already confident enough already, but if you was to think, what team would you be the most intimidated to go up against?
Mozzie's team.
Yeah, probably Mozzie's team. IBI's a great team and all, but
They got no swag. They got no swag.
they don't really have any aura, and that's a big part of this competition. So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Okay.
put that in the bag.
Okay. Who do you think is... Well, let's say you guys lost. Which teams do you think would make finals?
Hunter, you want to answer that one? He asked. What was the question?
Outside of us, what two teams do you think would make finals?
Oh, I could see Ivy and Vicious. I could see them facing off. That'd be super fun, but But I don't know. We turned it up. We're locking in. So I think we might have a chance to.
My
to be
final
there in the
question for
finals.
you.
I'd love a chance to play against Ivy. We've been playing Pastors with them for a long time, so
For sure. Alright, go for it, Crystal.
Okay, so my final question for you guys is, this is kind of a weird one, but theoretically, if you won the Driftium, what would you do with it?
That's a great question, Crystal. I think we would give it out to who we believe was the most deserving, who really showcased what this competition's about. And yeah, that's what you've been eating for unreal.
All right.
That's a good answer.
All right, sounds simple enough. I
Really
didn't
wish
think
I
you
could
guys
read
would
the
use the
questions
Driftium anyway, so. All right, well that's all my questions. My 3 minutes up. Thank you guys for interviewing.
Absolutely.
You know, I didn't even consider that, right? We have a dev team. Are they? Would they get the Driftium?
Would they get the Driftium or would they?
I don't think so. I think it'd be kind of. I think it'd be kind of in bad taste. You know what I mean? I think it'd be in bad taste if they took the Driftium when they could have just gave it to another team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hey, you know, it's up to them, right? If they want to take it, that's.
They can do whatever the hell they want to do.
They can do whatever they want to do. So I believe this is IV versus Connect. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So I think it's Connect on pink, right?
Connect is on pink, and Ivy is going to be on blue.
It's on pink. We have IV on a blue. Well, sorry, y'all. I know I'm like setting up on screen, but I'd rather this be fast and quick than y'all have to wait in a waiting screen. So excuse the setup here. But anyways, yeah, can we ping Victoria and Brick? Let me know we are good to go. We are good to go. If anyone's watching, we can just get the roll, get the show rolling. Get the show rolling. We are ready. We are here. And I want to see what Connect and Ivy have to say about this game.
All right. I've pinged Brick and Victoria, so hopefully we get a
GTG.
ready up.
I don't think I've ever seen someone acronym that. GTG. What? Good to go.
Good to
what?
go.
Who acronyms that?
I do. I just made it
Yeah.
up. I don't even know if it's a natural thing, but it is now.
Interesting. Let's see chat. Zion is a Connect hater, I think, in this one. Connect, he said, they said, if Connect wins, this is how you know the game is rigged. We'll see. We'll see, you know, which one is going to be the winner. I am going to be biased. I don't want to give it to Ivy, but I probably would give it to Ivy. Unless Connect has something to say about this. Is the ball already into Nug's hand? Never mind. Shakes.
Yeah, it's back and forth already, as it is in the hands of Ivy. They push that one forward, and it's going to be in the hands of Nugs. Nugs going to pass it over to JDG is here. But JDG won't be able to pick that one up right away. And it's going to be stolen by Nabi. Nabi back over to Shake. Shake is going to move that one forward, and looks like it's going to be stolen by Nah. Nah's going to make a move, go for a pass over to Nugs. Nugs passing over to Slip. Slip back down to Nugs. Nugs back over to JDG. JDG over to Slip, and they lost it. It was a very good attempt, though.
Good attempt indeed. Ivy trying her best already. Nadash trying to come in front of the pass. Gets intercepted by CD as Nabi trying to follow up with their pass. Sends it over to their teammate. Goes just a little past Shake, though. But somehow, shaking the dice and able to get their hand on the ball. But that might have been a little too deep of a reset.
Yeah, maybe, but they're... Yeah, it definitely was. As Ivy does pick this one up, Nugs over to Slip. Slip gonna go for a pass over to JDG. The stop from Brick Rage. Over to the left side. It's gonna be in the hands of Nadash now. Move it down the line and forward, going for a shot attempt. But the shot is not there. As Slip does recover that one. Passing over to JDG. JDG coming in to Slip, to Nugs, to JDG. A little bit of a lag. Did you see that lag spike?
I did, yeah. I think they just,
okay.
yeah. Heartbreaking, almost
Heartbreaking.
final connection. I think that could have been a potential goal from that opportunity.
Yeah, there definitely could have been if the lag did not spike when it did. But hey, they're gonna try and set up once again and try and get some points on the board as Nugs is gonna pass that one high and above. Shake is gonna kind of steal it for just a second before Na gets a hand on it. It's gonna be in the hands now of Nugs, and Nabi is gonna steal that one back over and around. It's going to be in the hands once again of Na Dash. Moving it forward down the line. The stop from Nabi. Very aggressive, which I am loving to see. This round is very, very back and forth and very high paced.
High paced indeed. Slip playing off of Claw as they look for that passing option. Gets picked up by CD. No, it gets slipped right past their hands. I don't think they were ready for that. I'm shocked they weren't able to get that. It was such a slow goal too.
I agree, it was a very slow goal. But you know, just missing the mark sometimes. It happens. As it is picked up here by Slip. Gonna just launch that one to the other side. Wow, a very precise pass. Maybe that was a fluke. Who knows? JDG here moving that one forward. They could have definitely made that one, but maybe you're trying to go for another pass, as it does get stopped either way by Connect, and they're trying to move that one forward. And Slip is gonna set that one up to Nadash. Nadash trying to go for the shot and just hitting the right side of the goal, not really going in.
Yeah, I mean, behind the back, no look shot. That would have been nasty. That would have been nasty if it slipped in and given probably a lot of points, but it just didn't quite work out for them as JDG trying to send it over to Nugs. No Slip here for the follow-up. Sends over to Na Dash. Dash seeing the follow-up from them. Slip somehow barely getting their hand on it, but these defenders are actually kind of good on the Connect side. They're doing a good job, I think, at holding back this IV attack and letting them ramp things up a little too much as JDG trying to keep the ball in play.
Yeah, JDG is trying to keep that ball in play, but Nabi has other thoughts in mind as they try and steal that one forward, and looks like it's going to be a fight in the air for it right now between Nugs and Nabi, as it does get picked up now by CD, crossing that one over and around the field. No possession right away, but it does get picked up here by Slips, and Slip is going to try and set up his team right now. Wait just for a minute for the position, and then they'll make a move.
They send that over to Shake that dies. Shake trying to go for one last connection to CD. CD just couldn't get their hand behind it as a Slip trying to keep the ball out of play. That's going to be going the way of Ivy. But it was a good attempt by both teams. I'm kind of mixed, honestly. I saw Ivy do some great setup, almost having some amazing plays, but some things didn't come to fruition. Connect, not doing as well, I think, in their first game. We saw a lot more connections, you know, in terms of passes. We didn't quite see the same level that we saw in their previous game. Maybe it's just Ivy's attack, though. They have a lot of time on the ball.
I definitely agree. And was that pun intentional or not intentional? I have
all
to
the
know.
above. All the above, right? Always intentional.
All the above.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but someone says Connect first
I
round.
want to look at it.
Question mark? I don't know. What do you think?
I think IVI definitely had a lot more passing. Their passes looked a lot better than Connect did. Honestly, yeah, you're kind of right. Connect was a lot more sloppy in this round than they were their other games. But I think this first round is going to have to go to IV. Personal opinion here, but they had a lot more setup on their side. Just really more aggression and more passes in general.
I mean, look at this comment. Funny, it's from shout out to Nexo in the chat. IV had more possession and attacking energy. Connect didn't take the chances they had, which is what they needed to change in the upcoming round. And you're right. I feel like they didn't capitalize on possession, but that's hard. That's hard. You know, when you're
totally
playing
agree. I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, like when you're playing against someone like Ivy, how do you set up well? How do you like ramp up well? Like I know I've seen these players time and time. I've met them in person. They're cool. I think JDG is one of the guys I'd walked up to and I was like, man, yo, you did such a good job in the finals. They didn't win, but they're good players. So this has got to be challenging. Even though, you know, Ivy's forced to do more passes than they probably normally do, it still is challenging because I don't know if you noticed that a lot of them did connect pretty well, and that's because they have that chemistry, they have that passing, those passing mechanics down, right?
Yeah.
So, Connect needs to connect. Man, people are brutal in the chat right now.
People are brutal indeed. You know, Connect does need to connect though. I totally agree with them. Right? They've had better performances. And I will say that. I'll be blunt. They've had better performances. Their earlier game against who was it?
The Truth.
Their earlier game against Truth. They performed a lot better than they are now. Oh, as we do now have scores. It's going to be 26-18 in favor of IVI.
26-18. That's pretty, I don't want to say definitive, but pretty solid. Pretty solid lead.
That's
what is
pretty
that?
solid.
Like 8-point lead? Yeah. Well, there you go. IV winning game 1. Let's get the ball rolling into round 2. IV up with their own lead right now. Connect. Now having to claw themselves back.
I love that they're starting right away now, Martini.
They heard it. They heard us. They heard us loud and clear. They're like, you want to keep going? Keep it going. Because I think the viewers want to see more gameplay than less as we come into this upcoming round. Already, Nugs trying to go in for a beautiful pass in hand. Doesn't work as Nabi coming in with the speed.
Yeah, Nabi has a lot of that speed right now as it gets a pass over to Shake the Dice. Shake the Dice will not get too far, though, as JDG is here to put a stop to it. It's over to Brick Rage. Brick Rage to CD. And Nabi to someone. But Nugs will take possession of that and kind of just hit it down the line. As it does now fly into the hands of JDG is here. Nabi once again with the speed and the stop.
Nabi with the follow-up playing off of Donut. Does connect to Shake. Shake going for the immediate pass to CD, and that does connect themselves with the final one to Shake with a beautiful shot. And I don't know what happened to connect in the break, but they look like they are connecting finally.
Oh my god. Yes, it does look like they are connecting, indeed. As it picks up here by JDG. Moved it down the line and to the left. Nugs to JDG. JDG back to Na. Na is going to pick this one up and go for a back pass over to Slip. Slip going to move this one forward. Let's see what happens. Looks like no one's really pressuring Slip, so Slip's just going to take his time. Wait for some passes to open up. And a pass did open up to JDG is here. To Na to JDG.
Ooh.
And the stop from Nabi once again. Nabi, shout out on the defense.
So close to these connections, and that's what I'm seeing from Ivy. They're getting close, just not quite working out. Same thing with Connect, though. We saw them have a beautiful play set up, but it just couldn't finish. And that's what we're seeing right now with both teams. Just a lack of finishing. Maybe they're too focused on the passing that they're struggling on the actual shooting.
Who knows? I mean, that probably is the case because I mean we know Ivy can shoot as they just do there. As Slip gets the goal, what an assist from, I believe that was JDG. But yeah, we do know Ivy is good at shooting. So maybe it's just that passing focus that's kind of hindering them right now. We don't know. We're just commentating on what we see in our eyes. But there's a lot of other angles to see. As it's going to be a fight between Nugs and CD for just a moment there before Shake That Dice picks it up. And Brickage with a quick slap over to CD.
Slip fighting for possession for IV. Getting it back to Nadash. Sends it over. Nope, never mind. CD going for the interception. Connect trying their best to keep IV from getting any goal scoring opportunities as that does get into JDG's hand. Nugs going for the final shot around the back, but it just couldn't quite finish as Shake is now going to be keeping it in play for Connect.
Yeah, Shake is going to pass that one over to CD. CD, maybe a bit of miscommunication there as JDG picks that one up back over, and IVI is just going to lay down the hammer, laying down the money in the goal 2-0 now, as we do have a minute 40 left, so there's still plenty of time here, Martini.
Yeah, minute and a half. Connect, though, is kind of lacking on some of these plays. I've seen IV starting to ramp up now, even though Connect was, I would dare I say, having a lot of energy in the first half of this round, but IV has been coming back in full force as it's 2-0 still for IV.
I think they heard us.
Yeah, IV's washed.
That's what I think. Is IV washed?
I feel like the second you say that, they're like, what? Lock in.
Like, what? Show them what's up. But yeah, as we get a pass from Slip over to Nah. It's going to be in the hands of Nugs over to Brick Rage. Looks like it's going to hang out on the claw for just a moment there before Slip is going to pass that one back over to Nah. And Nah's just going to hang out on the claw, wait for some passing opportunities, try and go for JDG. Will not connect, though.
Slip with a beautiful juke there. Brick, though, coming in. No, getting leached by these defenders. They're all up in their faces right now with Shake trying to set up one last play for Connect. This is going to be probably their last opportunity, I think, to really showcase something as Slip goes in for the interception. Connects to Nugs, bounces off the back there. Nadash with the finish. And I'm going to be honest, it's not looking good right now for Connect.
No, it is not, as we only have 10 seconds left. Well, the Connect's going to try and make a move here, and their move doesn't go very far, as it just gets recovered by IV. And they're going to move it down the field. Maybe they'll get one more point on the board. It looks like that's what they're trying to do, as Slip past the Nugs, and they do get that one more point. 4-0. That's the highest score we've had so far.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest point differential, highest score we've gotten. So I'm inclined to say, pretty definitive win for Ivy. What are you thinking, Aiden? I mean, we saw Ivy do some great setups. Connect was ramping up at the beginning, but we didn't quite see that later on.
I totally agree with you. Connect kind of just lost their momentum as the game kind of progressed. But Ivy, they just kept ramping up, and their passes just kept improving. Sure, they didn't have as many passes as they did at the start of the round. They were definitely more focused on passes, but they definitely got the scores down, along with a few passes thrown in.
Yeah, a few passes indeed. Dare I say, Ivy wins this in 2. Unless someone says it's rigged if Connect wins. And I definitely would say that, I think, for that previous round, right? To see Ivy get 4-0'd, to do really good, and also have some great connections. I think we saw a behind-the-back one from JDG there. I'm not sure if I recall that correctly. We saw some good stuff. Let's see, Nexo. I like Nexo's opinion. Let's see what Nexo says. What we saw in the first half of the round was a temporary change. They had more energy, but they couldn't keep consistency. I feel after the first goal, their mood switched and Ivy's mood was better. Who is Nexo? Dropping some truth bombs here. What is that? Oh, man. Shout out to Nexo there. I mean, how do you feel about that comment, Aiden? Yeah, I
totally agree.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, I didn't like it either.
Yeah. I agree with it though. It's true.
Yeah.
Nexo, hop in, bro. Just be on analysis of this.
Right,
I'm
on the analyst desk. Well, after every round, we're like, what do you feel about this, Nexo? And you're like, well, you know.
What do you feel about this? Let's get your opinion, Nexo. Come on.
Let's get you. Yeah. Hop on, like, well, I feel like that previous round actually went. I think the pressure got to them. The issue with playing against Ivy is that they're a good team. And that's true, right? You're also dealing with the mental of knowing you're playing against world-class players. I gotta say this, because it's true. It's true. We're so hateful towards Connect. It's not that we're hateful. You gotta respect when a team does really good. And Ivy did a great team, right? Connect gonna come back, trust me. I don't know. They would have to win the second round to force this into a round of 3. But we'll see if that happens. Because I am leaning.
I don't think it. No. All right, Contesta's typing. We're getting the scores.
Contesta's typing. Okay.
Right now. Let's see.
I need like drum roll music, you know. I need a little
Yeah,
soundboard. A little soundboard. I've never actually
Just slamming on
a
my
little
desk.
soundboard. Yeah. Honestly, soundboard would be kind of fun. I should get one. Or I could use my Stream Deck. Just like add a like soundboard section. Man, they're really typing. Really typing it.
Yeah, because that is really getting it, dude.
Yeah, heads up for everyone. Yes, it is single elimination, not double elim. So if you're out, you are out for the game. I think the judges kind of add a buffer anyways. So I don't know. I think double elim might be kind of overkill for this type of tournament.
Oh,
right.
We do have scores.
We do.
IVI 33, Connect 22.
33.
So an 11-point
22.
difference.
Yeah, it got worse, right? It was I think a 8-point
Yeah.
difference. Now 11-point difference. So that'll be going the way of IB. That'll be IB winning this 2-0 against Connect. And my guess is we might be getting another interview, right? Yeah, I see this Crystal moving. We'll figure out if we're gonna do a second interview or not here.
I guess so. Yeah, what a match though.
What a match indeed. What a match
And
indeed.
so IVI is our first final seed.
Oh yeah, we're already in the finals, finalist area now at this point. We're waiting for one other game, and we have a final game. I think it's best of 5, right?
Yes. I believe so.
Fidget around.
No, I'm gonna take my batteries out.
Alright, I'm gonna start my timer and then we'll get going.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
No, don't do it.
I need the drip. I need the drip, bro. No, I need the drip.
You're gonna have to do it.
All right, we come into this upcoming
Alright.
interview.
So, Ivy, you guys are victorious right now. You're going on to the finals. Congratulations, congratulations. My first question is, a lot of people think you're gonna win this. Do you think you will pull it off?
I think we can pull it off.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna it's like Vicious and Tins, right? Or like the other one. Who do you think out of that will win?
Yeah, Vicious probably.
Okay. Okay. What was your favorite part of your last match? I ask everyone this.
I guess just moving the ball around between the teams. That's really all we try to do. Is just get as many passes off and as many clean plays as we possibly can.
Okay. Okay. Was there anything you would change about that match? Like, if
probably would have kept more possession. I feel like we could have kept possession more and had better plays, but we'll try and do that for the next match.
Yeah, I think we need to adapt our positioning to different teams as well.
Okay, okay, that's good, that's good. Let's say you lost this championship. What would you do?
Probably just take it on the chin and congratulate the other team.
Okay,
If they outbeat us in passing, then they deserve to win, I guess, but...
Okay, okay. One of my last questions, I have like a minute left. If you won the drift DM, what would you do with it?
Wait till they brought drift to the shop.
Yeah,
And then just buy it. Facts. I want to look bonito.
So you would save it or like buy one cosmetic and wait for the next update?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, okay. That's reasonable. Who would you want to win if you lost?
Yeah, the AA team probably.
Okay.
Yeah, Tins.
Alright. I guess we can cut this off a bit early. I have no more questions, but thank you guys for interviewing. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Gotta put my batteries back in.
Yo, I'm getting whooped right now, bro.
There we go. We'll be coming into the upcoming final. I believe it's the semifinals, right, Aiden? So we'll be coming into the semifinals here.
Yeah. Well, that last round was also technically a semifinal, but
Like
we're
another,
going into
the other
the
semifinal. Yeah.
second semifinal. Yes. And then we go into finals after this. Whoever wins. This is Vicious and Tins, aka Vicious and the developer team, who we all know so well.
Vicious and Tins. I don't know who I want this to win this one. I mean, Vicious looked really good. We saw, dare I say, better connections than Ivy. Tins, though, I feel like they were kind of holding back. I feel like they got some stuff cooking, and we're about to see them unleash it on Vicious.
I mean, I guess we'll see, but I mean, in terms of, I think, performance-wise, I think Vicious performed better than Tins did.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be shocked if we went the way of Vicious. Probably, we should probably let them know we're good to go to. Or GTG. GTG. Good to get started and move on. And this is looking good. I'm excited to see. This is honestly, I'm kind of looking more forward to this one. I want to see what the devs can do. Part of me though is kind of leaning Vicious. I'm
probably leaning Vicious.
Yeah, so we'll see. Unless Tins has been holding back, they got something hidden, in their back
say
pocket.
they're gonna lock in.
They did. We'll see if they were just bluffing.
And they also did say IVI doesn't have as much aura.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see what Nexo says. I gotta hold up. Another Nexo chat has dropped. Another comment is Tins look like they were goofing around. Vicious do live up to their name in terms of attacking display. I think this will be closer than the previous game. I think that's true. I do think this might be a little closer of a matchup than that previous one with Connect and Ivy.
Yeah, possibly. I mean,
there's like still 8-point and 11-point differential from those 2 rounds with Connect and Ivy.
Everything is breaking.
Yeah, if anyone is watching this, please let them know they are good to get started. They are good to go. Let's send this forward. Everyone, at least I'm ready. So I would hope the teams are ready, unless they have some subs or whatever they need to do in the back end for these teams. Tins and Vicious. We got Twagon. We're seeing Green Pigeon, Matthew, Mozzie back, and we have, of course, Fizzin, Kaznaz, Hunter, and Storm on the Tins side of things.
Players gather around the ball.
Broken.
Someone said, I do not know who to root for. Totally valid. Totally valid. I want to see the devs really push it through. And Vicious, though, have been doing really good. I kind of want to see what they can do against Ivy, as Green Pigeon already ball in hand and gets passed off to Matthew, as Matthew trying to send it back to the teammate. No, Kaznaz reads it.
As it does go in the hands of Fizzin now. Going to move it forward and down the line. It looks like Tins isn't messing around this round. They are looking for some goals. It's going to be in the hands of that Green Pigeon now. Just going to roll around for a quick second. Waste some time. Wait for his team to get in possession. Or in position, sorry. It's over to Dwagon. Dwagon back over to Mozzie. Mozzie to Matthew. Wow. Okay. Vicious is also woken up. But Hunter is going to pick that one up. Kind of throw it out to middle. Green Pigeon will grab that one. Fizzin with a quick stop. And it's back over to Hunter. Hunter down to Fizzin now. Fizzin over to Kaznaz. The intercept is there from, I believe, that was Dwagon. But it goes forward back to that Green Pigeon. That Green Pigeon to Dwagon. Dwagon over to that Green Pigeon once again. Over to Matthew. Matthew gonna fly high. Do a quick little ceiling carve. Back over to Dwagon. And Kaznaz with it now. Gonna go for a quick slap over to Storm. But no possession is getting.
It's into Matthew's hands. Back to Mozzie. Mozzie's trying to finish it up, but doesn't. It gets a little too tall as Matthew able to go with a self-pass shot.
That was a very nice shot there from Matthew. Getting Vicious at least on the board. I'm not sure if there was too much passing involved there, but Vicious is definitely dominating in terms of passing in general right now. As Tins is going to try and put their first mark on that scoreboard. But that Green Pigeon is going to recover this one and kind of just put it forward into the Tin zone.
Yeah, I don't even notice that Tins, I think it was a Storm or Fizzin, and one of them had like a 360 spin as they were about to ramp up and pass it to someone else. So they're definitely trying to go for some more showmanship type of plays, as Kaznaz can't quite get it to connect with another player. Green Pigeon sending it deep over to Dragon. Dragon able to read it, but not get their hand behind the ball.
Yeah, as it now gets picked up here by Matthew. Ooh, Matthew lost a hand on it, and looks like Tins will recover this one. It's back over, and it looks like it's going to be Green Pigeon with possession at the moment. Kind of just hanging out, waiting for his team to get in possession once again. I keep saying possession when I mean to say position, and it is not fun for me. It's picked up by Matthew, though, trying to find a pass over to Mozzie. But Storm and Kaznaz are both there, able to recover that one, pushing it back over to the Halo area, over to the Nest. Nest over to Claw. No one's at Claw, though.
Fizzin trying to get their hand behind it, but they can't. Kaznaz sends it over to Storm. Got the connection. Goes in for a last pass there to Fizzin. One more, but no. Green Pigeon reads it. Goes in for a beautiful interception as Storm is trying to keep it in play right now for Tins. Matthew cannot keep it either. A lot of turnover right now between these two teams. And yeah, I think people were right. It feels a little bit closer than some of the other matchups we've seen today. I'm kind of worried though. Tins, we've seen some plays, we've seen some passes, but not quite the results that I was hoping to see from them.
I definitely agree. It's not exactly the results I expect to see either. But it's a good match. This just makes me want to see the dev team in VRML. I gotta be so for real with you, dude.
That'd be kind of cool. I just think they might be a little busy.
They're doing great.
They're probably a little busy.
Yeah. But it's picked up here by Dwagon to Green Pigeon to Matthew. They're going for another self-pass shot there, but not able to get it in as the dev team is making their move. Tins is trying to get that one. Storm pushing it over. Green Pigeon with the intercept pass over to Matthew. They're making their move. It's an open goal right now. Back to Mozzie to Dragon. Dragon with the shot. Storm with the save. And there it is. Gets back move over to Fizzin.
Doesn't connect. So close, though, for the Vicious players as Kaznaz trying to go one last opportunity for Tins. That didn't work. Matthew, though, goes for the cross pass of Mozzie. Mozzie going for another. No! Hunter reads that. And the defense, honestly, has been superb on both sides right now.
I agree. Amazing defense on both sides. The offense, I have to say, though. Vicious, I think, is taking that one. Oh, my God. 2 attempted cut down shots at the same time. Both of them just not hitting the mark as Tins is trying to move forward on this one. And that is going to be round number 1 going to Vicious. And what a vicious round that was.
It was 1-0. I will give Tins, though, a little creativity. Someone said they're really getting the showmanship part of the cup. And that's true. I mean, shout out to Storm. I think I've seen Storm do several 360s throughout this game alone, which is kind of crazy considering they're playing against Vicious.
I definitely agree. And I mean, I think the devs are just having fun. I mean, I see the devs all the time. They all play games. They're basically competitive players. They might as well be at this point. But they're playing phenomenally and they're having fun while doing so. Well, you have Vicious. They're just playing phenomenally, and sure, they might be having fun, but they're not showing it as much as Tins is.
Yeah, but then at this point, what's better? You know, having those better passes and plays connect, or having more showmanship? That's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say which one's a little more important.
Agreed. Let's go over to Nexo. So Nexo, what else do you think about this round? Right, let's get your input.
Yeah, Nexo, drop your comment in the chat. Who do you think's got this one? I want to hear your post-round analysis. Let's see what the chat says. Bren, the devs defense is honestly really good. Yeah, they did a really good job, I think, against Vicious. Someone said they're superior with the passes, and someone else thinks Vicious wants to win more. That's interesting. Do you think Vicious wants this more than a dev team?
Oh, I think that it would be really awkward if the devs won it. So, yeah, I think so.
Interesting. I want to see them win. And I think it's kind of cool, too, because then they basically are just going to pass on the win. Oh, there's Nexo with the post-round. All right. Nexo with the post-round analysis. Vicious had possession and emphasis on it and passing. Tins has good defense, but Vicious were amazing. They kept most possession and great passing. Vicious has a similar style to Ivy. I think Vicious in the finals. Wow, okay. Strong opinion from Nexo. I get it. I get where they're coming from.
I
Yeah.
totally agree. I mean, we gotta look at it this way. Vicious is they just perform phenomenally. They're passing and possession. They're up there. They're at the peak. Where you look at Tins, they also have great passing and great possession, but it's just not as on par as Vicious is. And that's kind of what I see. And it looks like we do have scores. Oh, Martini, you're gonna be surprised at this one.
Really? Let me see. Let me hear.
Vicious 30, Tins 27. That is
Wow.
close.
27, you said?
27.
27 to Vicious is 30. Ooh,
Just 3
that's
points.
3-point differential. I wonder what gave them a lot closer of a point. It might have been the showmanship, right? Tins is showcasing a little bit more, I think, and having a little more fun than Vicious, but they can't get some of these results. If they had some 360 passes and you know, setups that actually got in, I might feel a little different, but they just haven't had them connect yet.
You gotta remember there's 4 categories. A team can get a total of 40 points for the highest score. And the highest score we've seen so far, I think, was
Ivy.
37. And that was
37?
IVI. 37.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, looks like they're going right in to the next round already, as it's now going to be on the Vicious defensive half.
Yeah, it is now on the Vicious side. So they're going to try and move that out of their area, and they're doing that. Oh, we have a swap. KFC is now in. How did we not realize that? All right, it's whatever. Anyways, it's going to be picked up here by Kaznaz. Kaznaz moving it forward over to Hunter. Hunter just going to go for a shot. Tins with their first goal. Nice passes.
Wow, I mean, Tins, they heard us. They heard the judges. They heard the chat and decided, hey, you know, this is lock-in moment. This is why that's probably why they subbed in KFC. The KFC is their secret weapon as Green Pigeon. Open goal, probably itching to take the shot, but they got to go in for the passes, really maximize the setup of these plays.
Yeah, as Kaznaz moves this one forward now for Tins. Yeah, I mean, each team is really trying to maximize their passes. That's how you get points in this one. And I mean, we'll go over the categories once again once a score happens, just so you guys are more informed on what the judges are judging for and stuff like that. But it's now moving down the line for Kaznaz, and it looks like it's going to be Tins with possession. The Green Pigeon is going to steal that one over to Matthew, over to Mozzie. Mozzie with the shot, the save from Hunter, and it moves back into that Green Pigeon's possession. Looks like it will be in the hands of Dwagon to Matthew, and what a play from Vicious for 1 point.
Matthew sinking that one in. Looks beautiful for Vicious, and I'm already seeing a lot more back and forth this time around. I think this might be close. This might be a close round. It's feeling way better than that previous one.
I definitely agree. And let's quickly go over the categories. So we have categories: creativity, team coordination, effectiveness, and mechanics. That's what your judges are going to be scoring on in a scale of 1 to 10. So let's take a look at, let's say, our last points. Sorry, not talking about the game too much right now. Vicious got a 30. So depending on the category, they got 30 points total out of 40, which is really good. A lot of the higher scores that we've been seeing have been actually Vicious.
Yeah, I mean, IV2 has been putting up a good game. Tins, I'm waiting to see if they have any standout plays or anything coming out, as Tins now trying to set up for this attack. Goes over to Storm. Storm connects to no, it doesn't. Matthew with a beautiful interception again. And here's KFC, the sub, coming in for Tins.
Yeah, as it does get picked up now by that Green Pigeon, trying to find a cross pass over. Not able to find the mark, though, as KFC grabs that one long pass, long clear, more like, all the way over to the Vicious side. No one's home to pick that one up on Tins, as it will be in the hands of KFC now, crossing that one over once again trying to hit Kaznaz. Kaznaz will recover for just a moment, but it's a 2-on-1 Mozzie and that green pigeon against just poor little Kaznaz. It's okay though. It goes up in the air, and it looks like Matthew will recover.
Mozzie able to get their hand back on the ball. Over to Dwagon. Dwagon looking for another opportunity to get it in. No, takes the shot, I think. But it does go a little too slow. And the goalie able to easily pick that one up as Tins now setting up for their own attack. Hunter off the backboard. But Mozzie's going to be able to read that one and send it out for the time of being. As the sack now able to get recovery.
Yeah, as it does get picked up now by Vicious once again. Green Pigeon over to Dwagon. Dwagon trying to find Matthew, but Matthew is currently not available. He's being sunned out by one of the devs. As Mozzie get picked up over to Dwagon. Dwagon trying to find Green Pigeon, but not available either. So Kaznaz is going to have this one pushing down the line, and that Green Pigeon will recover for just a moment, clearing that one over to the left side. And we are 30 seconds left in this round as a shot attempt from Matthew, and the shot is good. Or was that Mozzie? Sorry, that was Mozzie.
One of the two. I think there's definitely, with the assist there. 15 seconds on the clock. Tins has to really lock in and maybe make a motion here, make some action here as Hunter sends it over to Storm. Storm with another connection. No, the defenders read that, and Pigeon again with the ball in the hand. The corn band themselves as Dwagon going in for it behind the backboard setup, but obviously not enough time to do anything with that. Vicious 2-1 for this second round. We'll see what the judges have to say about that, though.
Yeah, and also let's see what Nexo has to say about that. We had something earlier. Vicious, similar to IVI, keep their opposition in a chokehold with their attack. Very true. They force their opponents into defense almost all around. Yeah, that is a very good readout. That is very true. Vicious and IVI do very much have similar playstyles.
Yeah, I see that. This match, of course, our post-round analysis done by shout out to Nexo. This match was way closer. Tins started off way stronger, but again, similar to Connect. Wow, they're giving a hard time to Connect. Tins didn't finish off strong. They weren't consistent, and after 3 minutes remaining, Vicious took control of the game. Interesting. You're right. I think Tins looked so good at the beginning, and I was hoping they would keep that momentum going forward. We'll see, though. We didn't see as much showmanship either, I think, from Tins this time around, maybe because they're playing a little more serious.
Locking in.
Yeah, they started locking in, and that's what as much as that might help, I feel like that might have adjusted points, right? They don't get as much some style points, right? So that's gonna knock him a little bit. We'll see how much it knocks him. If Tins wins, I honestly would be kind of shocked, but they need to, right? This is best of 3. We already have Vicious with 1 round in. We need another round to come up.
Yeah, I mean, only the judges will tell whether we go into the finals with Vicious or whether we go into a round 3 with Tins. So only time will tell. I do have to say one interesting piece of advice that I have got is we only went into a 3rd round once.
That's true. It's been best done in 2 for a lot of these games, right? Which is hard.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely agree. And I mean, we're just going to see how this happens. If we go to finals or if we don't go to finals, yeah. Either way, we're going to finals, but it'll be either delayed or not delayed.
Yeah, we'll see if we do. I think we're going off a little early, unfortunately, for Tins. But I've been shocked before. We've been shocked by, I think, only 1 judge score. So maybe it'll come back again. Who knows? Maybe I'll be shocked this one.
I hope so. Because honestly, I would like to see a 3rd round, but at the same time, I don't really know. I don't know what I want. It's weird. I have to say, though, this is a nice change of pace from the purely competitive side of comp that we've witnessed, Martini. At least for me, this is a really nice change of pace.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely different for sure, and I like I said, I love this stuff because it's more community focused. and a little slower pace, right? Not in a bad way. It's just like sometimes the comp stuff, it's so challenging, right? You're playing against crazy cracked out players that are world class players. You know, how do you play against that? It could be a little bit daunting. As a caster, it's exhilarating, right?
It's exhilarating, but it's also tiring at the same time. We can only yell for so long before our voices give out on us.
Yeah,
we should just become robots.
Yeah, I've definitely had my voice like shot after like a long, you know, like playoff weekend, for example, when you're just casting so many hours. It's a bit challenging for sure.
Well, I mean, either way, what happens here is we have scores. Are we ready, Martini?
Yes. Are you ready?
Vicious, 28. Tins 24.
Ooh.
So Vicious is the winner. We're going to finals.
We're going to finals. Probably getting another
We're going to final
game interview, and then we'll get back to the finals here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What a match, though, honestly.
Yeah, what a match indeed. It was really, I think, good coming out from Tins. They tried their best. They just didn't have any standout performances, though, unfortunately. I was hoping, you know, they talked a big game in their post game interview, right? So I was hoping they could back it up, and we didn't quite see that.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure Crystal is walking over to do the interview now, so we will get that going for you guys very, very soon. Good job to the Another Axiom devs. It was really fun to see you guys participate in this little showmanship cup that we have going on right now. It was awesome to see. I don't know. I feel like seeing devs participate in their own community is like, it's a rare thing in these days, but it's so nice to see.
Yeah, can you double check if we're doing interviews? Yeah, I get that. I know because they're busy and all these things, but to me that showcases they really do care about making sure that the communities are thriving. Because as much as developing the game and all that stuff's important, it's also important that you have good, healthy communities and people enjoy playing the game, right? When it comes down to it, because if you're not making sure that's good, how do you know people are gonna have fun and all these different things, right?
Sorry, I'm pinging people.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Someone says, "Where's Ender?" They really.
Ender was supposed to be one of the judges.
Oh, really? Probably busy then.
Yeah. That's what I'm guessing.
Cool. Waiting. Are we going right into the finals? I mean, that's fine. That was fun.
Doesn't look like it. Okay, they're going over for an interview right now.
Okay, I'm coming over.
All right, we'll talk to you guys after the interview is over, and enjoy the yappage.
He bricked.
Thank you. Domino move.
I think
that
really want y'all to win
right over
because it would look
Domino
good for the
move.
vlog, so we can see we lost against the best team.
I hope so. Is that Mozzie, guys? Does anybody here have like 3080 vision or something?
Average conversion rate.
I don't even see the name anymore.
No, because they actually.
Yo, why is this Mozzie guy selling?
Should we just go for it?
Yeah, sure. Wait, what is
so
this? Like
they told me that they want me to look at the camera and not hop around, so you guys line up with me, so I don't have to turn around. Okay. So I got 3 minutes with you. I'm gonna ask a couple questions.
Oh, Mozzie's here.
Mozzie's here.
Mozzie!
Alright.
No, Mozzie! Get over here! Is this like an interview?
Yeah.
Okay, let me pause my
This is
music.
an interview before the finals.
Okay.
Okay. So, Vicious. Or no. Yeah, Vicious. Yeah. I'm right. Okay.
Yep.
Who do you think you have what it takes to win this championship?
Yeah. Yeah, we believe in ourselves.
Yeah, we put so much time and practice together. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
we
not
basically know
our
everything
first time
about each other,
playing.
for sure.
Yeah, we've been playing for like the last like 6 years together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's been yeah, we got like a house and everything, so we're feeling pretty good about our chemistry
we
coming
got the
into this.
house.
Yeah.
Okay. I do want to talk specifically Monzavi about this. Everyone's preying on your downfall. What do you think about that?
They're all lame. Kidding me, because you know it's just how it is, man. People prey on your downfall. You gotta prove them wrong.
Okay, okay. What was your favorite part about the last match? Like your plays and stuff?
Some of our passing plays are actually like insane between each other. It's just we just couldn't like get the final step in completing it to actually get into the goal. But we're going into this a lot stronger now. We understand each other a little bit more, and that it's going in every single time this time.
Okay, okay. Let's say this, okay? If you won the Driftium, what would you do with it?
But the spikes were kind of cheap.
I'd have to splurge out on my boy Matthew out here. Like, look at him. He's got like the basic drip on, bro. Like what?
What do you mean? This is cheap.
I'd have to splurge out on his
I
outfit.
would probably I'd probably wait for the corn bundle to come in again and then buy it again.
Rebuy the corn bundle.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah.
I want Cornelius.
You know, that's
Bring
pretty
Cornelius
valid.
back in the shop. You hear
Bring
that?
Cornelius back.
Bring Cornelius back.
Like 10 years.
I would
Okay,
get the foam finger because that was one that I missed out on last time.
Oh, it's in the yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
What if you was to think of any sort of like passing clip you die to one to hit? What would you do? Like all four of you?
Okay.
Oh,
We
all
have Pigeon's
four of
triple
us.
ceiling card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Pigeon
like
triple ceiling card, and then he hits
like
it behind his
four
back.
people
We just hit
ceiling
like
carving,
pinball.
and they just all like it just bounces
We just
between
start
all four of them on the
pinballing it into
ceiling,
the
and then
ball.
someone just like zero angles it in the bottom corner.
Like Shadow
Okay.
Jitsu type stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say IV won. How close do you think it would be if IV won?
Insanely.
They're never gonna win.
Super
so,
close.
Actually,
It'd be,
like,
if they did somehow pull it out this game, it would be definitely like one that would probably be going down in the history books for one of the greatest matches of all time.
So you're really confident you have what it takes?
Oh yeah, yeah, big time.
there's actually no doubt in my mind that they win this. You know, like Ivy sucks actually.
That
So
they
No,
win
no, no.
this.
We win this. That we win this. Come on, get it together.
Wait, what do you mean? I said that there's no way that Ivy wins this.
I mean, it's like
Sure. Yeah.
You said there's no doubt in my mind that they win this. That's what you said.
Oh no, there's no doubt in my mind
Okay.
that we win this. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our
Ivy
3
sucks.
minutes. That's our 3 minutes. I thank you guys for coming around, and I wish you luck in the finals.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.
playing right now. I don't know.
Well, I mean, IVI because
Love to hear the it's funny the confidence slash misunderstanding of their confidence.
I'm not even the.
As we'll be getting ramped up pretty soon here into this upcoming finals. As a reminder to everyone, I believe it is best of 5. Check, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But best of 5, so it'll be a little bit longer going into the finals. But hey, that means I have more chances to come back. And if anyone's going to come back, it's definitely between one of these two teams. As we've seen Ivy, we've seen a Vicious put out such good gameplay and chemistry, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, it is indeed best of 5. Just got confirmation from Brick. But I do agree. I mean, these are the top 2 teams. We're in finals now. Ivy and Vicious, they definitely have a reputation for being some of the best teams. And we've seen some great passing from them. So I'm very curious here to see what happens. But yeah, we're diving right in, Martini.
Interesting. Someone said Vicious, I think, has better passers.
Yeah, I kind of do agree. I know Pigeon in general plays Pastors Club a lot. So I guess we will see. But we do get started, and it looks like it's main possession right now of IV. So we are looking at it, and Vicious is fighting right back, as that Green Pigeon now has that one, giving a quick little ceiling carve over on the nest area, hanging around, still ceiling carving over to Mozzie. Mozzie gets stopped by Dash, and looks like it goes high over to Mozzie.
Yeah, notice Pigeon does a lot of ceiling carves, and that's to their benefit, but also if you know someone always ceiling carves, you can kind of just check them. But also it's so high in the arena, you end up losing a lot of boost.
It's
so.
really hard to stop ceiling carves.
Yeah, yeah. As Dragon has a hand on the ball, trying to send it over to Pigeon, but JDG able to read that one. As Nadash able to come back and follow that up. Ivy looks like they're ramping up for another attack soon here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they are indeed. Oh, Nug's just going to put one straight in. Slip with the assist there. Nice little pass. It's going to be in the hands of that Green Pigeon now. Going up in the air. Being kind of pressured here by Na. Trying to go past the defenders, but JDG is here. Is here for it. And Nadash with a backhanded slap, trying to hit the goal. Not exactly in, as Matthew with the save. Back over to Nugs now. Nugs, back over to Slip. Slip down to... Yeah, it's Nugs again. That is indeed. Over to Nadash. Nadash moving it down the line and forward over to the left side. JDG trying to get a goal. Not exactly there, though. Yeah, I'm noticing IVI has the setup. They're just not exactly getting it. It's just being stopped every time by Vicious.
Yeah, not quite able to get their hand behind it. As Ivy getting set up again. JDG able to connect it to their team. No, they go for the clear, actually. But Nugs able to follow that one up. But Maz able to go for the interception. Goes across. Matthew just missing a hand on it. As Nugs now playing off a claw and having to fight for Pigeon possession. And both teams at this point are going to be fighting for position maintaining as much as they possibly can. But there's so much turnover right now. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen as Nadash is getting ready to come in and go for the pass. The slip goes for the final shot. And that's Ivy another point on the board.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely going to be, in my opinion there, that was definitely a few creativity points, as they do get another goal right there. But in my opinion, that last goal, a little bit of creativity involved, and it looked very nice.
Yeah, Mozzie able to get that juke off, sends it deep into Pigeon. Pigeon's going to be there for the follow-up to Matthew. Matthew goes for the spike, but it doesn't make it in, and that's what we're seeing here, right? Vicious able to make some passing connections and get ready. But Ivy has just been doing a lot more successful with their actual goal scoring opportunities here.
Yeah, I agree. As Ivy is now moving it forward once again, and looks like it is in the hands of Nugs. Nugs passing over to Slip, over to Nadash, and yeah, once again, another goal from Ivy. They're definitely getting these scoring opportunities down. Oh.
Ooh, might have had a drop there from Vicious. Looks like they'll be playing 4v3 for the time being. As JDG able to get their hand back on the ball, sends it over to cross to Nadash. Nadash playing off the backboard, trying to set it up for the teammates, but the defenders are going to be able to read that.
Yeah, and it goes over into Na's hand, over to Matthew. Matthew's just going to hit it away. And looks like it's going to hang out on the claw for just a moment before Nugs picks it up. And trying to get a pass over to Mozzie. Mozzie's going to move that down the line once again. JDG is here with possession for just a moment. For Slip gets it. Slip going to pass over to Na. Na back over to JDG. JDG missing the mark, though. And it's going to be in the hands of Mozzie.
Matthew able to go in. Goes in for the last attempted spike, but Slip's going to be there to follow that up and hold it back for the time being. JDG sending over the Nugs. Getting ready. Looks like Ivy another attacking play, but Mozzie's gonna be able to intercept that one and send it deep. Might be a long shot, but just a little too wide of the shot, unfortunately. And I mean, 4-0, that's definitive for IV. Is it definitive enough though for the points from the judges?
I guess we're gonna find out, but this is a best of 5, so we are gonna see what happens here as our judges, they look very focused and judgmental. But I did see quite a bit of an IVI dominance there.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to King Noob in the chat. Vicious played well, but looks like Ivy has the upper hand. And I'm seeing the same thing. Again, it's one of those, Ivy's just that good, right? They're a team that's performed so well time and time again. And I know both teams, apparently have pretty consistent passer club members. So It'll be exciting to see which team it does eke out with the points. It's just when you look at a 4-0 though, I'm probably thinking, man, you know, Ivy's probably got better setups and plays and all these things. I would imagine more points go into them.
Let's go over to Nexo. IVI really surprised him here. What a performance. Possession-wise, they were fairly equal. But the difference between them is IVI used their chances like each one was the last. That is an absolutely amazing way to put that, though.
That was poetic. I love the ending.
That was poetic.
Use their chances like each one was the last. I mean, that truly poetic there.
It was well said, though.
I know.
Right?
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. It was poetic. It was written prose. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Passing in the club. Yeah, it looks like I'm waiting to see, you know, what the judges do. They're deliberating and taking their time, making sure they give us the best analysis of that game. But I think it sounds like chat and us are pretty much in agreement that I can see going the way of Ivy right now.
No typing just yet. It looks like the Ivy players are kind of just like hanging out with our judge friends. Specifically Baz. That's the second time I've seen it now.
Comeback.
They just love each other so
might
much.
be here. We'll see. I don't know. They can't really come back yet. No one's won around or lost around yet. Oh, but we'll see.
We don't know what it is.
Yeah, right. We don't know who's coming back.
I'm gonna
right?
assume it's Ivy, right? The 4 points is kind of like you can't ignore that.
I would be shocked if Vicious won it. I mean, if they're down 4 and still made some crazy, I don't even know, some crazy plays, maybe, but we didn't quite see that. I believe
No,
we
we
go
didn't.
green.
It was a little
pigeon.
lackluster.
Yeah, Mr. Corn themselves. I will say that is one of my favorite costumes in game. It's one of the few ones that just stand out to me because I think they're one of the few pro players that just wear the Corn costume every time they play.
So funny.
Like if I ever see them at VRBLCon, they have to have a Corn costume too. I'd almost be upset. I'd be upset if I saw them in person without a Corn costume. Just saying. Just saying.
I would be upset.
I would be upset.
I'll buy a green pigeon in a real corn costume. I'm gonna wear it in real life.
Yeah.
While having the corn costume in game. There's no other way to do it.
Honestly, yeah. Waiting for the deliberation. We can get
They are for sure taking their time on this one.
Yeah. They're arguing right now. They're yelling at each other. They're like, no, why would you score them that way?
Why would you say that?
Yeah.
They obviously did this. And then Baz is over here just like, guys, decide already. Come on. And Rox is like, shut up, Baz. I'm having a good time doing this, and I don't know why.
Let's see.
It's all in the fun.
Let's get it moving, y'all. Let's get it moving.
Oh, we have scores. Oh, wow. This is very low. Are you ready?
Yeah.
IVI 15, Vicious 11.
Oh, wow. Judges were not impressed with that performance. That is the lowest I think we've had, like, overall, right?
That's the lowest overall besides pinchers. But, like... Yeah, that was a really low score as we do get the next round started. As we go for it. Nice passes straight off the bat for IVI.
They heard 15, and then they're like, let's send it. Let's just send this as Nadash already with their hand on possession, trying to send it over to JDG with a behind the back pass. Nugs going for the final. JDG can't quite finish it. Doesn't matter. And Slip able to slip it past those players. They're ramping up.
I think the 15 kind of made him mad. Just a little bit. We got 2 consecutive very nice goal passes, and They were very good. They each had like I think it was 4 passes each, so that's a lot. But it goes in the hands of Dash, and once again over to Matthew. Matthew over to Dwagon. JDG is here with the stop and the clock, and it's now back to Dash.
Nadash playing off a top Halo, trying to move it up for their teammates, going for the jukes around the geometry, trying to really make sure that no one can get to them. No, it just slips out of their hand, and they go for the deep clear there, but not quite a shot, unfortunately, as JDG, though, can be able to clear that to their teammate.
Yeah, as it does get picked up now here by Dash. Once again, taking kind of the same approach to it, just at a different angle, as it's in the hands of Slip. Over to JDG is here. And I have to say, IVI is definitely dominating a little more at the start of this round than they were last time. But it's in the trap right now. It's going to go in the hands of JDG. Over to Matthew. Over to... Who was that? I believe that was Mozzie. And it just kind of hangs out in the back line for just a moment. Being picked up here by Dash. Over to Dwagon. Kind of a pass to the wrong teammate, but it's all right.
Green Pigeon trying to get their hand on it, but Ivy is saying, now we're going to send this back into your defensive half, as Vicious now having to fight back this IV attack. Nadash trying to go off the backboard. No, can't quite connect to their teammates, but it's fine. Nugs there for the recovery, and it looks like they're going for a deep clear from Dwagon to kind of force it back into Ivy's defensive half.
Yeah, as it does get picked up here now by Nugs. Over to Slip. That Green Pigeon with a quick stop. Wow, Nugs with a recovery. Long arm Nugs. It's going to go down now over to, I believe that was JDG. But kind of gets slapped away. And Nadash going to pick that one up. Pass over to Slip. Green Pigeon will recover for just a moment. Nugs is going to intercept once again. Many interceptions, many grabs. Back and forth. We love to see it.
JDG off of Halo, looking for a potential passing option, able to send it, but it doesn't get picked up by Matthew. Doesn't matter, as not asking you there on the back end, ready to send that in. IV again with a strong point differential.
Yeah, we are now down to a minute 30. Ball is going to be in possession of Slip at the moment. Dwagon trying to push it forward. It's a 1-on-3, but Dwagon is doing a great job as he gets the ball passed. Going for a cross pass over Dash with the quick slap in the air. Able to stop the momentum of the ball from going into Vicious's vicious hands. But it's going to be picked up here now by Mozzie as he passes that one over to Matthew. Matthew moving it forward and down the line over to Dwagon. Dwagon down to Green Pigeon. Not able to get it though as the intercept is there from Nugs. And pass over to the left side. Now it's going to be in the hands of Slip. Slip is going to now move forward. Trying to find some passes. Does find Dash, but it goes right through his hands. Unfortunate.
JDG going in for the deep pass to Nadash and able to make that connection. Nadash looking really good right now.
Yeah, there is another one. Nice little assist there from JDG. I have to say, IVI is definitely passing a lot more this round than they were last. But Vicious, they're kind of just getting left behind in the dust.
They are indeed. I'm wondering what's going to happen. Can they shake things up? Because it's not looking great right now for Vicious. They need more standout plays. They need more, I think, action. As Ivy trying to get another play in there, but it doesn't quite work out as they go for the deep clear from Vicious. And that's probably going to be running out the clock at this point as Dwagon actually tries to give Vicious one last opportunity, but they drop the ball.
And once again, going to our judges to decide the winner of this round. Though I think that one was pretty clearly IVI.
Yeah, Ivy with another strong point differential. A lot more action. I mean, we saw them come off such great momentum the beginning of this round.
Yep. Great momentum, great passes. 2 consecutive 4-pass goals. I mean, you can't... Compared to... Let's see, compared to Vicious, they didn't really have... They had passes, but no goals. That's a thing. That's like a big thing for me, at least. Like, you can have passes, but if you don't score, what's the real point?
Yeah, and of course, we get that post-round analysis here from next. So, Ivy, we're all over them. Barely eating possessions from Vicious. Ivy is keeping consistent, which I'd love to see. It's never easy going 2-0 down so early, but going 2 up is going to be such an energy boost for Ivy. And I think it's true, right? Ivy's looking great. They are kind of ramping things up, especially probably after the 15 points that they had gotten in that previous round. They look a lot different.
Yeah. Sorry, trying to do something really quick.
Because, I mean, at this point, right, Vicious, they need to come back now. Not just, you know, a goal, like a win or two. They need 2 rounds themselves, plus a third to tie this one out. And, sorry, go to a 5th round, a tiebreaker. It's just, that's going to be challenging. It's going to be challenging for Vicious. So we'll see what Ivy's going to put up here. We'll see what kind of action they got. I would be... I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Ivy can do here.
I'm also excited. I mean, this is best of 5, so it's not over yet. But one more round. Ooh, scores are here. Are we ready?
Yes.
IVI, 29 points. Vicious, 22 points.
29. Wow. I mean, a lot better, I think, from Ivy, right? They're probably feeling a little better about the performance. But this is gonna be the hard part, right? We're best of 5 series now, so they have to come back several rounds now for the Vicious players. It's gonna be challenging. It's gonna be challenging to really come back from a 2-loss lead right now at this point.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, if anyone can do it, it is Vicious. So we'll see as we do get this ball rolling. As it falls over to Vicious for just a moment before quickly being recovered by IVI. He tried to just launch it into the goal. Did not work out for him, though. Matthew is going to pick that one up, pass over to that green pigeon. Vicious now has possession. They're trying to move it down the line, and looks like it just hangs out in the top halo for just a moment before Dwagon absolutely launches that towards the other side.
JDG going in for a deep pass, a clear, slip able to get it back to Nugs. Nugs can get it to JDG, and it was such a good connection of passes, and they're somehow actually able to recover and keep the action going, except for that last one there. Nugs just barely missing their hand on that.
Yeah, as it does fly forward from Pigeon to Dwagon, but Dwagon isn't able to keep a hand on it very long as Nugs steals it and kind of just hangs around for a sec. And looks like it is a fight in the middle, a scrum, if you will. And it goes over to... That's going to be Slip. Slip moving it down the line now on the nest, moving to Claw. Hanging out for just a moment, waiting for his teammates to get in position. A pass over to Nugs. Nugs with a pass over to JDG. JDG trying to hit it back, but it does not work out. That green pigeon is there on defense and ready for it.
Dash trying to get some defensive possession right now, but looks like Vicious really fighting to stay in the game. Pigeon going in for a beautiful, I think, was that like almost a no-look side shot?
Yeah, that was nice. That is going to be some points for that, I'm pretty sure, because that was a beautiful shot. But now we do have the possession in IVI's side, as they do get 3 consecutive passes before being stopped there by Matthew. Excuse me. It's going to be in the hands now of Mozzie, and that green pigeon is going to also recover that pass back to Mozzie. Mozzie over to Dwagon, but the stop from Nugs there. It's pass over to JDG's here, and Dash as Dash picks that one up, going down the line as far as possible before kind of getting stunned out a little bit there. Over to Nugs. Nugs back to Slip. Slip kind of going to have to run for that. That pass wasn't as accurate as I'm sure they would have hoped. But they're working it out, and they're still going as Nugs gets launched away by Matthew.
I mean, look at these pass connections. 1, 2, 3 passes to Slip. A 4th to Nadash, but they can't finish it. And Ivy's looking a little bit more, a little tough for them right now to score. Looks like this Vicious defense has been a little more challenging for them in his current round. There's a couple connections there again from Vicious, but not quite able to do much on that last.
Yeah, as it does now get picked up by Nugs once again over to Nadash. And let's see. It's going to be in the hands of Wagon. Never mind. It gets lost once again to JDG is here. JDG is here, passing over to the right side, but nobody's home on his team. Oh, never mind. Slip does gain possession of it just for a minute there. And, wow, it looks like Slip is going to go for a reset back.
Goes in over to Nugs. Nugs trying to get it over to the last Pigeon. Able to read that one and send it deep. Again, only a minute left on the clock. Ivy's got to do some action. And I'm going to be honest, that Vicious goal looked really good. I could see them maybe getting the points for this current round, but it's still an uphill battle against Ivy.
Great intercept. Yeah, great intercept there from that Green Pigeon. It is indeed an uphill battle. They have to win for Vicious. They have to win 3 consecutive games if they want to even have a chance of winning this. They lose even one of those, it goes straight to IVI. See, that's the issue here because IVI just took 2 rounds back to back. So they're absolutely, or by they, I mean Vicious is absolutely screwed if they lose even one of those rounds.
Yeah, there's not much breathing space for Vicious. They got to play basically perfectly, right, to your point, for the next several rounds. Pigeon sends over to Dwagon. Dwagon gets the Matthew. Beautiful handoff there. But it looks like Pigeon able to keep the ball in the game. 30 seconds on the clock. I'm waiting to see what Vicious is going to cook here.
Oh, wow. What a pass and what a shot from Mozzie. Yeah, wow. I have to say, IVI kind of had the brakes just completely pumped on them. Vicious is like a different person right now. I can't tell if Vicious is playing the same or if IVI is just playing differently. But there's a goal for IVI too as we come down to the last second of the round. I think Vicious is going to try and get one more point on the board.
That indeed. Vicious 2-1 for this current round. They're currently 2-0 against Ivy in the series. In terms of these points. So we'll see if Vicious comes back. I think that looked like a comeback round for me, if I were to say something.
I agree. That did indeed look like a comeback round.
So we'll be going back over to the judges, see what they're thinking in the void.
They really do like to think, don't they?
I mean, that's their whole job right now, right?
I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be really all right, let's say Vicious does win this round. It'll be really tough for them. They're gonna have to win 2 rounds consecutively against a team like IVI. They don't take losses very.
Yeah, I we'll see. I am leaning Vicious. I really am. Let's see Nexos, of course, post-round analysis. Vicious had less possession in the first 3 minutes, but the last 2 were all Vicious. They had 2 shots that game, and both went in. We saw a change in style, less possession, but when they had their hand on the ball, they took more advantage of it. And, yeah, true. I mean, that's what we exactly saw. We didn't even see anything come out from Ivy the whole game until that last, minute, where we finally saw, a quick goal, but obviously, it was coming towards the end of the round. We saw a great, I think, opener from Vicious in that kind of pretty good. There's a really good goal, that first one with a kind of a side shot, weird angle. I mean, you can't really beat that.
Honestly, I think we should just sign Nexo on VRML.
Right.
Nexo, you should apply. You should apply. Oh, scores. Are we ready?
Scores are in.
IVI 25, Vicious 30. So we are going to a round number 4.
30. Wow, they've technically had the highest score in the series against Ivy. Ivy only had, 29 at their best? So, what was it again? You said 30 to what?
30 to... Go back. 30 to 25 in favor of Vicious.
Wow. Close game. Ivy, what's going on? What's going on? What happened? You know, I feel like Vicious has their head on straight right now.
Yeah, I mean, change in momentum. It happens like a flip of a light switch. As a Vicious is taking a very vicious play to this one, as the grab is there from JDG is here. IVI now making their move. They're not very happy about the outcome of that last round, so they're gonna try and come back and end it here. But will they be able to? Only time will tell. As Dwagon launches that one forward. Looks like a bit of miscommunication about where the players were. As Nugs just intercepts that one. Now going low, another steal from Dwagon.
Yeah, Ivy's going to want to come back, right? They don't want to lose track of the fact that I know it's not a crazy prize pool, but a prize pool nonetheless. $150 worth of Drifty. I mean, you get some in-game cosmetics with that. You can do a lot of different things with that in-game. So we'll see what happens as Nadash gets the connection. Sorry, picks up the interception and tries to go for the final shot. A very normal shot, but a shot indeed.
Yeah, I mean, there was not any passing on that shot, which is not good. But it's in the hands of Mozzie now, moving it down the line over to the right side. Dwagon having possession. A quick slap from Nugs, going all the way down, and looks like JDG is here. We'll recover that one. Back over to Mozzie. Mozzie over to Pigeon. Pigeon just able to hit it for a second, but not exactly getting it anywhere. As it does go back down over to Slip. Slip is going to move it down and around to JDG is here. All right. And it's going to come over and around now once again to nobody for just a moment before grabbing by Dwagon. Dwagon to JDG is here once again. Dwagon with the intercept. A strong shot there from Nugs. Just kind of taking advantage of that and shooting it in. Yeah, but once again, we have possession going to Vicious. They are going to take that ball and over to the left side. It's going to be Mozzie now with it. Over to Slip. Slip back over to Nadash. Nadash just going to give it a quick tap in. So we're not seeing very many passes here by IVI, which is not what they want, I'm going to be saying, but they're getting points on the board, which is it. And they are doing some passes, which is also a good thing. So, yeah, you're now going to be in the hands of Vicious. Matthew leading the way over to Green Pigeon. Green Pigeon is going to get it stolen from by Nadash. Moving it all the way down the line. No pressure just yet. And then it's going to be another goal for IVI. I feel like 4 is their lucky number because they're at 4 points again.
Yeah,
and it was a nice passing.
Looking great right now. 4-0. I mean, Aiden, what's been going on? What do you think ramped up in this turnaround?
IVI has just kind of been going for less passes. That's all that I've noticed. They're still playing the same, just less passes.
Really? So they're saying, we don't need the passes anymore. Let's just score. That's all that matters to us. As Nadash coming for the final one. Goes into JDG. Try to get a double, triple pass going, but they just couldn't finish off in the end.
Yeah, as it gets picked up here by Slip. And it's over to JDG. JDG, nice little shot. They got a nice pass there. That was a very nice pass.
That indeed. A minute left on the clock. This is the time to stand out. Vicious, if you're gonna make a goal, it's gonna have to be some crazy goals, some crazy spins around the back, no look, something like that. Otherwise, it's looking rough.
They just tried it there. Vicious just tried it there, but it goes all the way over, and it's in the hands of Dwagon. Dwagon over to Matthew. Matthew doing a little spin pass there over to Dwagon. Dwagon launching that one forward to Mozzie. Mozzie doing a little ceiling car for just a moment there before it gets picked up here once again by JDG is here. Last 30 seconds of the round. Another shot attempt. JDG is here going for the backhand. Ooh. It's a close one.
Couldn't quite connect in the end. The finishing was so close. 12 seconds on the clock. This is the time. 5-0 right now from IV, setting up for their final attack as Nadash coming off the top. Matthew reads it though, and Nugs is trying to keep it in the game, but it's going to roll down. And that's going to be IV finishing this one out 5-0. But we'll see if that performance is good enough for the judges.
I'm leaning towards IVI because they did have passes when they did make their shots. There was only one where they didn't really pass at all. But those passes that they did do they were actually able to act on them. And then you have Vicious. They couldn't act on any of their passes that round.
Yeah, I saw some folks in the comment. They kind of echoed the same thing you mentioned, where they said it feels like they didn't have as many connections. It was just one tap passes going in, and I mean the point of this is to have those cool sort of passes. So we'll see if those that's enough goals to still work out with the less passes. Which I'm inclined to say yes, because I mean 5-0 is pretty strong.
Yeah, it is. It is a pretty strong lead, but we'll see. Just waiting on judges again. So yeah, but let's go to our wonderful friend over here if he has something to say.
Resident analyst.
Nexo, you there? Oh, he is. There he is, right on cue. I had high hopes for Vicious, but they didn't stay consistent. IVI are well deserving and had more drive. Even after losing the previous game, they kept their cool and swung back harder. Most boring though. Damn.
They said most boring game, and they said, is Ivy really going to win on their most boring game? I don't know. I think I can agree with that. I think out of all the rounds we've seen Ivy play today, this might have been more on the not as interesting or fun spectrum. Granted, I mean, Ivy did get a 15 in the first round this current series, so who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows indeed. Oh, I gotta add my thing. But yeah, let's do a quick recap. Round 1, the scores were 15-11. Round 2, we went back up. IVI 29-22. Round 3, kind of leveled out at about the same. We got 25-30, only 5-point difference. Now we're in round 4 here. So these scores can either determine if we go to a round 5 or if IVI is just going to take it.
Yeah, I mean, again, best of 5. Right now, Ivy's got 2. Got 1 for Vicious. So Ivy's close. They're on the edge. They're on the edge of eking this one out. Zion threw in their number. They said Ivy 27 to Vicious's 19. That'll be interesting. That'll be the interesting thing to see, indeed. Is Ivy?
I don't know. Is IVI?
I think so. I think they got this. But who knows? This might be a hotly contested round between the judges.
It seems like they are yapping quite a bit about it. My whole thing is like, sure, there weren't as many passes on the goals, right? But there were passes, and they got those goals. Some of their passes were really nice too.
That's true.
So I
mean, Vicious got what? Literally zero scores. So I mean, it's a little challenging.
Yep.
Like little challenging to get any good amount of points, right?
Yeah.
But we'll wait on the judges, see what they want to do.
Oh, we are having typing. There is typing. Let's see. All right, we have scores. 19-17. Congratulations to IVI. They are going to be the winners of the Showmanship Cup hosted by the Pastors Club. Congratulations.
Wow, I mean, I don't say I'm not shocked. But I'm not shocked. Not shocked indeed. I mean, we saw some great stuff coming out from Ivy. We saw them perform well overall. I'm not shocked to see that they were able to make this one work out. Looks like we're going to be going to some post-game interviews. I believe we're actually going to be hearing from both teams now. So that'll be fun to see what is going on here. But we'll wait for them to come in and get set up pretty soon here. I mean, great games today. Was there any standout games to you?
I think I think my favorite game, I'm gonna be honest, I think it was Vicious and Vale.
Mine was Vicious and Tins. I think there was a really good second round that I like loved for a second. That's probably my favorite one, honestly. All right, looks like they are ready. We'll be getting in to the action here.
So I'm gonna do it 3 minutes still, cause that's a lot of time. I've already done that. I'll just do another 3 minutes. Let me just get it started. So IVI, congratulations, you did it. You managed to pull it off. You guys just won Driftium. What do you think?
I'm pretty cool, I guess. I'm happy. They tried to give the last team a Mickey win.
Yeah, this is you guys really don't sound that excited, I can't lie.
No, we're a little pissed off, but
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did you think about the rounds? Like, what was your favorite part? What did you not like? What do we got?
We were doing our best to pass. I feel like overall we did pretty well there, but the other team was just trying to cheese the rules by covering passes and not guarding their goal. So it was hard to get passes off when they wouldn't even try to guard their goal.
Yeah, I mean, they were just like sit on passes and leave their goal open. So I feel like they should have expected us just to score.
That kind of just ruins the balance of the game.
That's how
the game works. So it's just
They're just trying to cheese it so we can't get like good passing plays off. And we're forced to score solo goals. But we still came out with the dub, so.
Alright. Who do you think man, I guess this could be anyone here, but like who do you think did the best out of all of you? Or is it an equal effort for all of you?
I would say equal. Whenever we weren't playing to our best, it was all of us at the same time, and then we picked it up. And we're helping each other out, so.
Yeah, it was kind of wag. I feel like we passed better in comp than.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's whatever.
Okay. I think I already asked you this question, but I guess I'll just re-ask it now that you won. What are you gonna do with the Driftium that you won?
Keep it in my bank until I find drip.
Okay.
Kawaii.
Get some swag, dude. Get some swag.
Maybe you can buy. Maybe you could buy this color. Maybe.
I don't have like any cosmetics, so I need some.
Yeah, he has no drip.
Okay, I am kind of curious though, because you guys just technically won one of the biggest Pastors tournaments ever. Do all of you have Pastor member?
No.
Yeah, I'm member, but.
That badge.
No, this is a comp badge. This is a.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that, yeah.
Oh, I can't see. Okay.
No, I think
so
I'm
it's
just a
basically the
regular
Pastors Club logo, but like that shield-like badge.
Yeah, I think I might be the only
Two
regular member here.
of our teammates are Passer Club admins.
Yeah, Mickey and Lara.
Okay. Well, yeah. Once again, I'm gonna cut it short here because I got no more questions. But congratulations on winning. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Thank you. Good games, boys.
I'm playing Power World.
Alright. I'm probably gonna go get some food.
Cool. They said we would be getting both interviews. Did I hear that right, or just the one from I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hearing we're getting both.
All right. So we'll wait on the next interview as. Yeah, it looks like I didn't realize one of the players has no cosmetics, which is funny. Imagine playing this game so much, but you just don't get the cosmetics, which is kind of funny. Are we getting the next interview? Are we done?
I'll DM and ask.
Yeah, double check.
Oh, Vicious got off.
Oh.
No second interview.
No second interview. That's fine. We'll call it. We'll call it. I mean, we've been here all day. And that'll be it. Looks like, that is going to be all for the Showmanship Cup. Congratulations to IV, of course, and of course for everyone coming out and having a good time with us. Before we sign out, Aiden, any last words?
No, I think that's all.
That'll be it. We will see y'all in the next cast. Have a good day, and we'll see y'all some other time.